Yep, 631.
Why is this nigga in?
Okay, I'm gonna read this. 1 second. This says teleporting. This doesn't say body flicker. If he uses the flying thunder god technique, that would be teleportation as well. So we can't determine that it's body flicker alone. Hello? Is this thing on? Did you hear me?
All right, my bad. I got a phone call. Were you saying something? Anybody send a scan?
Yeah, so here's the problem. In your scan, what he says is the guy Tobirama, he says to Minato, "Fourth, you're even better at teleporting than me!" Exclamation mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, so teleporting can be in reference to the flying thunder god technique, not
Show that.
specifically just body flicker.
Show that. Show that.
Do you agree that the flying thunder god technique uses teleportation or no?
I told you to show that. If you think that when Tobirama's saying teleporting here, he's talking about flying Raijin, show me that. You can't just say that. What the fuck?
I didn't say that's my interpretation. I said that's what it can be in reference to. That's why I asked you. And if you're saying that this is just in reference to the body flicker, wait. Also, hold on. Why are you trying to burden flip me? That's a burden flip. I don't have to do that. I didn't say that was my claim.
If Tobirama never does that, then you can't just say he can be doing it here. What? You have to justify why that's in this nigga's character to do that. No, nigga, Tobirama says it. Keep up. You can't just say Tobirama can be doing something that's not in his character. If you think it's in his character to do this, you have to show me that. I'm not even going to acknowledge the possibility if he doesn't even have that quality. So justify the quality. Go ahead.
Doesn't he literally use the flying Raijin technique to literally kill
What does that have to do with anything that I just said? What does that have to do with what I just said?
That would be the justification, no? Also, I don't have to do that. I literally don't have to do that. You're the one who's making the claim.
Okay, cool. I made my point really clear. You didn't track twice. You want to move on?
That's not a mistrack. That's not how that fucking works.
Okay, cool. You can think that. Cool. You want to move on off this point?
Okay, justify why I have to prove that. Go ahead.
I said it twice. I'm not repeating it. I'm driving it. I'm trying to focus.
No,
I'm going
I'm
75.
Okay, well, I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't have to give you it. If you want to hear it again,
why is that true? Why do I have to do that? Like, why is that true?
I gave you my justification twice.
You didn't give me any justification. You just said that I have to do that. Like, what?
Okay, Haram. You can repeat that to me a million times. I can't force you to stop asking me to say it again. I dead ass can't, and I'm not going to. If you want to hear it again, stop your recording and listen back. Can we move on now?
But also, irregardless of this, he actually could have used body flicker. I could literally grant that for the sake of convo. Not saying that I'm going to do that. Like, I could steelman that, and that doesn't mean he didn't like start using body flicker and then use the flying thunder god technique even after that. So that literally wouldn't prove anything either way.
Does Minato do that? Does Minato ever run, then teleport, then run again, then does he ever do that?
I don't know. It's a possibility. You're the one on the affirmative. You have to prove your claim.
I can show Minato in character using one thing or the other, never both in conjunction.
And you're saying that this would be excuse me, can I ask you a question, or do you want to just keep going?
Wait, can I finish?
Yeah,
can I finish? I can show Minato against B in the fourth Raikage. He uses one or the other. I can also show him against Obito using one or the other. He'll run at Obito and then teleport, or he'll just run. So that's two instances right there of him not using both. So he's sure.
In where he'll travel a specific way. I mean, in response to that, I'll just say, like, if that's true, if FTG is faster, then he'll obviously use that. I don't think you're going to disagree with that. But even then, I could just say it's. But hold on. Even then, I can say that. Even then, I can question your consistency by questioning the features within said consistency, because in this battle, I'm pretty sure there's literally some random rock in the middle of the ocean, which might have not might actually it does. It literally has a kunai with the flying tag on it. So if that's true, if that random ass kunai is in a place in which is literally closer to the battlefield, because the flying thunder god tags never disappear, he literally could have just used it here, given the situation would be different to get there as quickly as possible. How do I know that the flying thunder god Was that your question?
No, no. You keep doing this thing where you'll ask something ridiculous that I never said. I don't know if you think it makes you sound smart. Stop doing it. It's really weird. But
You're an
Minato
idiot.
could
I'm
have just
literally
ran.
just asking for clarification. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So let me finish talking then. Maybe don't. Nobody here thinks you're tough, Serenity. You just turned into a girl and got weaker. Stop.
Nice being
Anyway,
transphobic on live. You're a loser.
that's not
Got that?
transphobic. That's just true. That's just true. Like what?
The
That's a fact.
fuck?
What I just said.
That shit is not a fact, but anyways.
But wait, hold on. Bubbles, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you not get weaker? Please correct me if I'm wrong about that.
Yeah, that's definitely how transgenderism works, bro. You automatically just become transsexual. You're an idiot.
Yeah. Please play the recording of me saying that. But anyways, what if Minato just ran across the water and threw the kunai there? Why are you acting like that was just there? Well, what reason would
He
Minato
ran
have to have a kunai in the ocean? Yes,
So,
Shinobi and
so he
Naruto can run on
runs.
water.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit. Anyways, I was
He
literally about to
may
talk
have
there.
thrown it from the mainland. Those are my two interpretations. He may have thrown it from the mainland or ran close enough to throw it there.
I mean, do you see him throw it? That's literally a precedence for him probably not throwing it. The fact that we don't see like the kunai leave his hand
That's an
because it's
argument from
thrown or
ignorance.
whatever.
What?
That's not an
That's an
argument from
argument from
ignorance.
ignorance.
That's a category error. Hold on, stop sprigging. Chill out for a second. Take turns. Hold on. An argument
Yo!
from ignorance fallacy is when you say necessarily because something is not present, therefore
Show
it
that.
can't be
Wait,
there.
show that.
No,
Wait,
stop
show
talking.
that.
Show you that's what an argument from ignorance fallacy is? Are you fucking
You
stupid? How long have you been
just did it
debating?
again. You just did it again. Like you keep asking me ridiculous questions I
I'm
didn't
not
say.
asking you ridiculous questions. I'm asking you a question in response to what you said in a way in which most people would
Yeah.
probably interpret it.
So you want
You're
me
an
to
idiot. You
specify
don't
what I meant
understand the
by
way
my
that
question?
you don't understand that the way you talk gives off a certain impression. Like, shut up.
No, you just don't understand anything. Ask clarifying questions. Stop jumping to conclusions, dumbass.
That's the clarifying
I said
question I
I
was
didn't.
asking. I was asking you if you were asking me that. Are you asking me something else? What are you asking? You said You
Okay,
said that you're not asking me that.
okay. I didn't ask you to just show me what an argument from ignorance is. I'm asking you to show me that in the definition of argument from ignorance, it's in reference to necessary claims. So you can just say, you get what necessary means. I don't have to give you an analogy for that. But show me that it's only reference to necessary claims. Go ahead.
You're
You did it,
probably
just
not
made
going
that
to
up.
find the words "it has to be necessary" on any given website, but that literally doesn't fucking matter.
Okay, well,
If you're using, shut the fuck up. Let me talk.
give me one that's synonymous.
Shut up. Let me talk. Okay,
It can say always.
it can be
permanently,
synonymous, but that's specifically what you asked me for. Let me give my argument. Just shut the hell up for a second. Relax.
but I know what synonyms are, nigga. What?
Okay, cool.
You
You know what a
think if you
synonym
show
is,
you
but
think if
the
you show
problem is if
you think if you
hold on,
show a
excuse me. The
definition that
problem is if
means
I
the
show
same
you
thing
a
as necessary,
synonym, that
but
doesn't
ignore
do
it?
anything automatically because a synonym would have to be argued for to be in reference to this specific thing because
Okay,
that's
well,
the
I'm
thing you're
telling you,
disagreeing with.
I'm telling you that
Okay,
if it's
shut up.
synonymous,
I'm
I
just
would
gonna give
say,
you an argument. Just relax. Let me give you an argument. Just shut up.
shut up, shut up. What's wrong with your bitch ass today, nigga?
Shut
Calm
up.
down.
Shut up.
You're not a Naruto debater. You're out of your element here, brother. Of course you're losing. Chill out. This is what
We've
everybody
been debating
expected.
Naruto for years and you're still losing. Shut the hell up.
Okay, you could think that.
Okay, so here's a definition in chat. I'm just going to make an argument for this. Okay, nobody is saying
Yeah.
an argument such as because we don't see God, therefore God doesn't exist. We're not using that type of rationale. We're saying because something is absent here that builds a precedence for something likely not being true. The thing likely not being true that Minato actually threw the katana into the water. We don't see it leave his hands. We don't see a katana, not a katana, but a kunai in his hands to begin with or anything. Okay, if I say that I don't see a unicorn in this room, therefore there is no unicorn in this room, most likely, that is not fallacious reasoning. You're using a fallacy because you're trying to point out some problem with the logic within my argument. If you genuinely think that rationale works, I would love to see an argument for that because that just makes no fucking sense. That's a category error because nobody was making an argument of necessity. People were making arguments of likelihood. Hold on, I'm repeating myself because you don't understand it. And I'm giving you an analogy and everything so I can clarify if you don't understand the argument. Okay, that's fine. I finished. Go ahead.
Okay. You said a lot of shit there, so please let me finish. One, I didn't read this yet, so I'm gonna have to read it. So when I'm done talking, give me a second to read it as well. But the first thing I'm gonna address is the last thing you said, which is where you tried to say, if I go in a room and I don't see a unicorn, I can claim that a unicorn isn't present. That's true. And the reason why that's true is because that's evidence of absence. And the evidence is you're using your eyesight to analyze the room and take note of the fact that there's not a unicorn present. That's not what you did here. There's no evidence that Minato didn't throw a kunai. You're just saying, I didn't see it. But you're not seeing something that doesn't matter. Arguments from ignorance specify using a lack of evidence or a lack of reasoning to justify whatever your conclusion is. So no, you just tried to mix absence of evidence with evidence of absence. Please never try that shitty ass stuff again. But I mean, the first part I can't respond to because I didn't read this shit. So hold on. A logical fallacy asserting that a claim is true simply because it has not been proven false, or false because it has not been proven true. Okay, well, I think I just explained why what you did wasn't that. There's also an AI overview. I don't even know why you sent this, but I'm cool with this definition regardless.
Well, it also has a photo, and I can just send you the photo it's drawing the information from if you'd like.
But specifically, your claim was I didn't see Minato throw a kunai, and since we didn't see him do it, he didn't do it. But you not seeing him do it isn't evidence that he didn't do it. Every single scan of Minato's life isn't drawn. That's literally impossible. There's a lot of things you didn't see Minato do. Like you didn't see that nigga put shoes on. We know he has shoes on. You didn't see that nigga Minato. Even if your interpretation was that he put the kunai there a million years ago and like stuck it in the ground or whatever. I don't know what the fuck you think. You didn't see him do that. So I don't like that logic you gave goes against you. How do you think the kunai got there at all then? You didn't see him put it there. You can respond now.
Okay, so I'm going to put the burden of proof onto you so that you can specifically justify why us not specifically seeing that the kunai is placed there by Minato beforehand in some random ass area automatically is evidence in favor, which is that he just threw it there. That doesn't seem to make. Well, that seems to be an implication behind what you said. But if you want to drop that, that's fine. I don't really mind that.
I'm telling you that's not
regardless of that, okay, that's fine. Regardless of that,
all right.
I want you to give me the relevant distinction between me looking at a room that is absent of a being such as a unicorn and looking at this, the relevant distinction. Yeah, you're saying that they're different. What's the relevant feature? I'm asking you for the feature. Name the feature. What do you mean? Yo, okay, I did not track. You don't understand what I'm saying.
I didn't say, huh? Did I say no?
No, it's not that you didn't say no. It's that you went, whoa, what? Like in the middle of me talking, like I just said something stupid.
Okay, I don't remember doing it, but if I did, it's because I heard something stupid. But I can give you the difference here. I find this to be the easiest way to help dumbass niggas like you understand the difference between absence of evidence and evidence of absence, right? So evidence of absence. I go into a room. I'll just use your room part because that works. I go into a room. I'm using my eyesight, one of my five senses, to look at the room, and I don't see a TV. My evidence for a TV not being present is, again, my eyesight. I can scan an entire room, four walls. Anybody can do that and notice a TV not being there, right? Absence of evidence is if I don't go in the room and I just say, well, there's no evidence that there's a TV on the wall, or there's no evidence that there's not a TV on the wall. There's not a claim that there's no evidence there. All you're doing is making a claim and then not substantiating it. It can be there. You can just not have the ability to perceive it because you aren't in the room. In this instance, you aren't in Minato's life 24/7. You don't have a camera following that nigga around like GTA 5 to see everything that he's doing. So all you're doing is making a claim and then not substantiating it. That's why those two things are different. I'm not repeating that. If you ask any more questions, I'm moving on, brother. Go ahead.
Okay, in response to that, while I agree that Minato's whole life isn't shown to us on panel, if you were to ever try to portray anything artistically with the idea that a kunai was just there to begin with, if it were to just be a surprise that Minato just had a counter already set up to begin with, which is my interpretation for this big bomb that he's teleporting into the sea away from everyone. I don't know if it's a bomb or some other
My bad, I cut out. Can you start over? I'm driving, like I said. Can you start over?
Yeah, okay. So while I do agree that Minato's whole life isn't shown to us on panel, the issue that I have is, artistically speaking, if you wanted to demonstrate the interpretation that I have, which is that there's just a kunai on some random rock in the middle of the ocean, and because of that, he's able to teleport this object away from the battlefield, and it's just a shock because Minato had a hidden encounter that we didn't know about until this moment. Well, if you wanted that a shock, you wouldn't be able to do that unless you just showed it last minute. Because if you gave us knowledge of this idea beforehand, it wouldn't work. So what I'm saying there is that there's features and attributes which are set up in this given moment, which make this given interpretation more likely, because these are the things you would expect to see in this given moment to make it more likely. You saying that it's just thrown there, if it is thrown there, I would expect to see it thrown because maybe we have some consistency in series, or maybe just particularly Naruto, where if I have an object and of the sword, Biju bombs, whatever you want to describe. However, with your interpretation, you're literally just saying, oh, he could have just thrown it, and that's just inconsistent with prior expectations based off of shit we've seen in the story.
Okay. And then I also have a question I want to ask you. I have a really, really good question. You're gonna want to hear it. But for one, I provided the other interpretation, which was that Minato could have. Well, I don't even know if I said it, but I could just say it now. He also could have problem with him throwing it. He also could have ran across the water and just sat it there. That also works. But to respond to the whole shock thing you gave, like Kishimoto wanted to conceal it so that us as the readers or the viewers, whichever way you received the series, he wanted to hide it from us so that we were surprised. That can be true of my interpretation as well. He wanted to hide the fact that Minato ran across the water and threw it, or threw it from the mainland, so that when Minato teleports a bomb there, us as the viewers are shocked. That doesn't go against anything I said. And then my question I said you're really, really going to want to hear. Let's just say Minato had a kunai there, because for some reason in his life, he just chose to go to this random rock and put a kunai on the rock because he just knew he'd need it one day, right? Why wouldn't he teleport the other three Kage with him? Why would he make them run and not just teleport all of them to the battlefield?
Okay, that's a good question. I have a counter interpretation to that. Hold on.
Okay,
go
ahead.
I thought you were done because you took a long pause. I wasn't trying to be rude and interrupt you. That's my apologies. But anyways,
no, you're good. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
Oh fuck! I gotta go to quick check.
Okay, do you prefer that I answer your question first or respond to your possibility claims?
Whichever one, bro. Don't matter to me. Well, actually, answer the question first. If you have a good answer for that, I would love to hear it.
Yeah, so Hashirama knows that like Madara is going to be there, and he knows Madara is going to be pretty strong or whatever, or maybe some other combatants. And obviously, Tobirama and Hiruzen are weaker than Hashirama, maybe even to like a far degree, if you want to say that. So I think since he has a connection to them, it's reasonable to say that he unironically just kept a formation of them because he wanted to protect these two people that he has a close connection with, so that they wouldn't be taken away, maybe sealed away, or just defeated in battle, so that he could just keep them with them. Because one, it would be advantageous for battle, and two, he might just have a preference to protect them because he loves these people and everything, and they're really close to him.
Wait, real quick question about what you just said. I want to make sure I got it. The thing you the thing I believe to be the part you're harping on the most there with the shit you just said was the whole formation to protect Tobirama and Hiruzen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can he not? Because when someone gets teleported, I can show multiple scans for this. You're right next to the person who brought you there. So this protective formation that you're talking about Hashirama caring for so much, is it not present if they just teleport together? Like he'll have those two weak niggas right next to him when he appears. No?
Oh yeah, I forgot to address the Minato part of the question. That's important. So in response to the Minato part of the question, they don't really know Minato like that. Like they didn't even live in same time periods. So given that, if Minato just wants to rush to the battlefield as quickly as possible, and they don't really talk, they don't really know too much, if Minato just rushes there immediately because he knows that his son is there at the battlefield, he might just run off immediately without them even having had the conversation to begin with.
Well, okay. Few things there. For one, that's not what they did. We see them all convene at the top of the Hokage monument and speak to each other, and then Hashirama's right there. I don't remember. No, I do remember. Minato teleports Hiruzen outside, and then Tobirama teleports Hashirama. So they're aware of the fact that Minato can teleport. And not only are they aware of the fact, but to say that they didn't make any plans, that's contradicted by the fact that Minato goes to the battlefield. And you probably remember this, even if you haven't seen Naruto very much. I'm sure you remember the big barrier they put around the Ten Tails. When they get there, when Minato gets there, one of the first things he does is place a bunch of kunais, and then when Hiruzen gets there, he's like, "Minato, did you place your seals?" So they had a plan to have Minato place seals at the battlefield for the Ten Tails. So Minato didn't just run off. We see that, and we know that they made a plan because it's implied by what I just said. So everything you just said was dead ass wrong. You dead ass just said a bunch of wrong shit. The fuck?
Okay, in response to that, I'm gonna put the burden of proof onto you, and I want you to prove this. Okay, I want you to prove that he can teleport literally all 4 of them. I don't even know if FTG works like that.
Minato teleports dead ass like hundreds, if not thousands, of people. He just has to be making contact with them. Do you remember when the whole Shinobi Alliance got teleported outside of the barrier? That happens because Minato was making contact with all their chakra. So we know he can teleport a few people because he can teleport hundreds, if not thousands. That was also just ridiculous, bruh. Stop with these crazy burdens, nigga. Read the series.
Okay,
Do you want to scan of him teleporting all those people?
Wait, go ahead. My bad, I interrupted you.
I said, do you want a scan of him teleporting all the people?
Yeah, I do want a scan of that, please, and thank you.
I got you. Bubbles, check DM real quick.
Huh? I got you. Let me see.
Truthfully, you know what chapter that is?
Right now. Teleporter 644. I can send the page.
Is that cool if he sends it, Serenity? Like I said, I'm not in a position where I can send scans.
Yeah, you can send it. I don't really care. I'm not gonna say that's outside help or anything if you're saying that.
Just to give a little context, I'll get the page before this too. You can read it.
Oh yeah, it's at the bottom, Serenity. This is my scan, so I'm just gonna direct you to where you need to look. Outside the barrier, it was Art of Teleportation. Naruto's managed to master that too.
One second, I'm sorry. This is the page after that. What you want to?
Yeah. That's the one I was thinking about. Yeah, they think Naruto did it, Serenity, but I mean Naruto just says right here, Pa. Well, you know Naruto doesn't have flying rags. I don't even need to tell you that.
Were you about to say with what Naruto says? Naruto says, Pa, what?
He says Pa just teleported everyone outside the barrier. Everyone with that jutsu. And then, where's Naruto? Because I shared Kurama's chakra with everyone earlier. So if Pa and our chakra and everybody were to, fuck, this nigga's stupid. Right, if we are all in indirect contact with each other, it'd work. So I connected Pa's chakra with mine and Kurama's, that's all. So, like I said, as long as Minato's making contact with you, he can teleport you. And it doesn't even have to be your physical body. It can just be your chakra. So yeah, he can teleport 3 people, bro. Also, bro, fuck. In the Minato one shot, you can pull this up right now. You don't even have to like look search deep. On the Minato one shot, I think like page 2 or 3, he teleports all of Team Jiraiya, and that's 3 people right there. And that's when he's way younger and asser. So to the nigga that's dick riding, Tyrell, this nigga just asked me to prove Minato can teleport 3 people. And Minato as a child can teleport 3 people. Get that nigga cock out your mouth, bitch. Anyways, my bad, Serenity. Go ahead.
Do you want me to grab that? I'm looking at it.
Yeah, truth. Send that, please, and thank you. Do you mind if I just wait until he sends it? Or did he just send it? All right, there we go.
All right, I got to deaf it for a second. I'm about to put gas in my car, but
Okay.
I'll listen to your response when I get back.
What are y'all thinking about the debate so far?
I mean, listen, bro, we're gonna have to really come up with an excuse to say Shaad on this one afterwards.
Yo, Chip, but come on, we're probably stop doing that.
Bro, what am I supposed to say? Obviously, like we all know, like the rule in Tokyo is you get banned if you. I don't know what else to say for this one.
What was your fucking score? I just got this new dog. It'd be looking at me weird,
Frosty,
though.
it's dead right now because he's putting gas in his car.
Bubbles. I think
Yeah,
you would be good on this. I just got this new dog, but it keeps looking at me weird. What do I feed this?
Do you feed it? What are you talking about?
Right there?
Okay.
Truth, it clearly doesn't like
Truth. So okay, typically what you do, unfortunately, once it's already in this state, like if you had fed it earlier, I could help you, but once it's already this hungry, it's just gonna eat your arm. There's no other choice.
Well, hold on, it's kind of pawing at me right now.
Yeah, it's about to take one of your limbs off. There's no other choice. I'm sorry.
Dear God.
Yeah,
Dear
it's
God.
actually over for you.
Jesus. Yeah, you do gotta look a little Minato, nigga. You're gonna fucking lock in.
Wait, I didn't say you, by the way. You assumed that? That's your own insecurity.
Yeah, I did, because I'm the only one fucking talking. What?
What?
The
No,
fuck
there
are
was
you
another.
talking-
There was like another two people talking. What are you talking about?
No, there. No, he's schizo.
All right, so we're lying. There we go. Hashirama versus.
I can't remember. Please read the series.
It's ironic.
Ayo, so Truth.
Ironic.
I
You
help
didn't
you
know
with.
that. Wait, hold on, Bubbles. This nigga just called it ironic, and he had no clue that Minato has ever teleported more than one person.
But yeah, hold up, Truth. I helped you with your pet, right? So I got this new dog. Check General. What the fuck am I supposed to do when it does this?
Oh, it wants some dope. That's probably what it means.
Yeah, take it easy. By the way, I'm live streaming.
So,
Ain't nobody on
send
your
anything
live,
back.
nigga. 5 viewers there, nigga.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't want someone to send like some freaky shit in chat and I get like, I don't know, warned or something.
are you on YouTube or are you on Twitch?
I'm on YouTube.
How many viewers we got right now? Why did you get quiet?
On YouTube,
Did you say something?
I put insane shit on my YouTube.
Yeah, I said how many viewers we got right now.
I don't know. I'm not checking my live. I'm focusing on the debate, but I could check.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, what the hell? It's more than I thought I would have.
It's fire, man.
Oh, Jaw is watching me debate. Nice. People in my live are saying, bro. People in my live are saying, "Let's shot." That's funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm live, Ata. The real reason I'm on live, I'm gonna be honest, is in case like he doesn't track really badly on him. But he's not like not tracking that much, so it'll be okay. Yo, stop posting like how many viewers I have, bro. This is dick suck. Chill.
And 10 viewers not even bad.
Nah, I was gonna say 12 decent. Wow.
Well, I have 12, but the thing is, I have 320 subs, so it's like Not that good.
No, the viewer to fucking like subscriber ratio is never really that high.
Yeah. Can we stop sending ugly people in the chat, please?
All right, hello?
Hello?
Do you have a response?
You have a
I'm ready.
response. I have a response, man. I'm not mocking you. I'm just being enthusiastic.
Okay.
Okay. First things first. I mean, I could talk about the FTG thing if you want, but I think I want to talk about the stuff that you said with the Hokage.
Which thing? I said a bunch of stuff.
So you said that they're on the roof and they discuss battle plans or whatever. That's what you said. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I said they discuss battle plans because Minato puts a bunch of kunais down, and then when Hiruzen gets there, he's like, "Yo, did you place the seals yet?" So that was clearly something that was planned beforehand. Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. Let's look.
Just real quick, do y'all want those scans? Or are you
Wait, also,
fine?
by the way,
Okay.
hold on. Unironically, I don't think you could prove that this actually indicates that like he teleported them all simultaneously with the scan you said previously with the one shot is what I think you were talking about, or the night. Oh my god, the light novel or whatever the fuck you were talking about, because you could easily just say that he literally just teleported them all one by one.
Okay, so while the bombs are about to hit them, Minato's teleporting in between over and over again.
Yeah, you could easily say that.
Okay, you're gonna show Minato having that speed? This is stupid for another reason, but I would love to
I
see
mean,
that
you're on the
if you're gonna have
affirmative,
that.
so I don't really have to prove that.
Yeah,
That's
but
not
you
how
said
that works.
You said Minato can easily blitz in between Han and Roshi while they're firing their strongest attack.
Well, I never
Show
said the
me he
word
can
easily.
easily do
What are you
that.
talking about? Nice bird
Well,
and
can
shift.
I get a vouch? Can I get a vouch? Hello, VC? Did he not say Minato could easily do this?
Yeah.
Let's say I even said that it could easily be done. That was just to say that it's possible that he could do that, not that he
Well, you're
literally
streaming that.
has
Niggas
that
can just go back
capability.
on the
Like
stream.
what?
You said Minato could easily blitz those two niggas over and over. Show that.
Do you not understand what I'm saying? We're having a disconnect. Hold on. Actually, my mic didn't turn green. Did you pick up on that? 1 second. Did you hear all of what I just said or no?
Yep, I heard it.
Okay.
You gonna respond to me?
Let's say I even said the word easily. I'm saying easily, like it could possibly happen very easily. That's what I'm saying. Not as though like he actually is that fast. I'm not affirming that, so I don't have to prove that burden. That's not how that works.
Okay,
Are you
if you want to
asking me to
change
prove
this,
that's possible? Like, as in, like, does mean it to have that physical speed?
oh,
I'm saying
no,
it's
no,
possible. I'm saying like it's
no.
possible, as in like you could literally just say that Minato could have whatever speed, like a logical possibility. I'm not talking about a physical
Yeah,
possibility.
okay.
As in,
You
I'm
changed
literally
your
saying
wording.
Minato
Okay,
does have that level of speed.
okay.
You're saying
You
that's a
changed your
change.
wording.
That's not a change, by the way. I'm just specifying.
Okay, you changed your wording. So yeah, now it's just a logical possibility. But I'm gonna just pull up the chapter because I actually want to look at it. I had to pull over.
Wait, also, by the way, for my response about how like he could have teleported them one by one for the 4 people, not 4, but the 3 people he teleports at the same time. Just so we're
Mhm.
clear, I'm using this to say that this is something that could be happening across like even the other like cases in the war or whatever. So I don't think there's any actual proof. It's a one by one. Okay.
Hold up. Um, what's the one shot called? Does anybody know? Is it like the spiral of some shit? Like what's it called?
On Reach Central, it's just 700.5.
Oh, okay. Thank you. The world within the spiral. Oh yeah, okay. It's just what I thought. I should have just said it. Can you hear me, Serenity?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure I wasn't tweaking about my recollection. Minato yells flying Raijin jutsu, and then we see them all land at the same time. You literally see the motion lines of them all falling down together.
For which panel? Let's see.
Page 3. Let me just send it.
Yes, send it.
The coloring on this page is fucking goated, bro. I love it. I want to tap here.
Yeah,
Check,
can we stop
check.
doxing people in chat, bro? I'm on live.
Who is that nigga?
That's
Is that you?
No, on God, that's not me. On God, that's not me. I probably shouldn't say because that person might get mad at me, but people could say if they wanted to.
I'll also send a page before this. This will probably help you. But yeah, here's the page before that. And then the first page I sent, Kakazu could tank without Chakra, by the way. Hell yeah. The first page I sent, the bombs are dead ass like right in these niggas' faces. Like it's so close that it's now casting that shadow. Like it's right there. I don't know why you think it makes more sense that Minato is teleporting back in that minute time frame over and over again.
Wait, I never said more sense, by the way. It could make an equal amount of sense.
Well, I think I have likelihood here, so.
You have likelihood due to what specifically? There's multiple things that you said.
Well, I sent the scans. The reason I sent the scans was because I said we see them land at the same time, and there's even motion lines indicating that they're all currently landing and then like falling over because they all fall down. Or Jiraiya might not fall down, but those three niggas do.
Okay. And why does that raise the likelihood?
Okay, they're falling at the same time. So if Minato was teleporting them all individually, then they wouldn't be falling at the same time. He would teleport one person, they would fall over, and then repeat that process over and over again. Not they all are moving at the same time. This indicates that they're experiencing something.
I have no idea how you're going to prove they're falling at the exact same time. They could be falling one slightly before the other. Like what?
Nice even argument. If you think that's fine. I addressed that in the first thing I said. I don't know why you just tried to harp on that like that was going to do anything for you. I said if they were all getting teleported individually, what would be shown in the scan is one person being teleported and then falling down, and then that process being not all of them having motion lines indicating that they're all landing.
Well, wait, hold on. Justify that because it might be the case that Kishimoto literally just doesn't have that preference when wanting to draw this specific panel. It doesn't make any sense. There's no way you could ever justify that. That's like literally the claim of doom.
He may not have the preference of
drawing the panel that way. Yes. What? You can show physics without showing that specific process. What?
Well, okay, no. If
that specific part of the process.
Okay, we know that when these niggas get teleported, they're gonna fall. Right? That's shown by this panel, bare minimum, right? So Kishimoto can't have the preference that physics, like with different people, will cause them to just, I don't know, fall slower. Like, is that what you're saying? I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, nobody's making that argument. I'm just saying he has the preference to show the aftermath after they've all been teleported, but not to show the full process. That's all I'm saying. I don't even know how you got that from what I said.
Well, I mean, what you're saying is really stupid. So sorry if I'm trying to add something to it that makes sense.
Nice argument. I think your argument's stupid. Good job. You want a cookie?
But if your argument is just Kishimoto might be trying to indicate that they are being teleported separately, but he's drawing it as though they're falling at the same time.
I didn't claim he's trying to show that it's being done separately. It could just be the case that he just wants to show the aftermath, and he has the intention that before that's what's happening, but he doesn't show that.
Okay, but your argument is that his intention isn't to do what I'm saying. His intention was to have Minato teleport them separately. That's what you're saying Kishimoto went to do?
I'm not saying this is what he intended to do. I'm just saying this is possible.
Okay, possibly, nigga. Damn,
Yes.
stop being so scared, bro. I know what you said.
Nobody's being
Just say
scared. I'm
yes
just
so I
being
can move
specific,
on.
so you don't try to actually force a burden on me. I just want to make sure that you're tracking.
Okay. I don't have to rat against you, nigga. You suck. But
That's not ratting.
I
What?
would
You would
just
just be forcing a burden. What are you talking about? You would literally
okay.
reasonably believe that's what's happening. Why would that be rat? No.
It would be rat because I'm trying to harp on wording I know you didn't mean to try to force you to prove something that you didn't say. I don't have
Cool,
to do
nice
that against
burden
you.
flip.
You
You're on
suck.
the affirmative. I'm not doing that dumb shit. That shit's not gonna work on me.
What the fuck are you? I'm just saying I don't have to rat and I don't have to do what I just said because you suck. What? Shut up so I can finish talking. I would
Go
just
ahead.
direct you to all the times Kishimoto, when people are falling over or standing up or doing any sort of motion, and it's either following another or being done at the same time, he draws it that way. I can show multiple instances of that. So you saying he randomly this time is trying to indicate something completely different, but draws it in a way that's contradictory just for no reason. I would say that's less likely for the reasons I just gave.
Okay, I want you to show me that he does this.
Okay.
Wait, also Minato. I know, like on lives and shit with like casual people. Well, oh wait, also I can answer your question. Like being skeptic and stuff, it's like bad for optics, but that's just like not my preference. Like I'm not going to go out of my way specifically to just say that this guy is doing this in every single instance because that's just not the type of person I am. I just have like a bunch of like suspended beliefs, so I'm just not gonna like affirm shit. I'm gonna ask people to prove stuff in the middle of debates if I think it's like bad. It's like not a good argument. Like why would I believe that dumb shit? Why should other people believe that dumb shit? Also, this debate came about because this guy Sparky, by the way, was being weird and he was instigating. So what happened was, oh, I'm not
He
talking to you,
wasn't
bro.
interested.
I'm talking to Anime Out to my friend in chat. I'm sorry. I'm not making arguments or whatever. You can just ignore me. I'm almost done, by the way. Don't
Well, no,
worry.
I'm just saying, don't leave out context. He wasn't instigating. He was being a normal human. You were the one being creepy.
What? What are you talking about creepy for? What are you saying?
You were in my DMs trying to be buddy with me, knowing you had talked all type of shit. All he was gonna do is clear the air, so I'm not surrounded by a snake. That's what normal humans do, nigga.
What? No.
You
You
think that's
don't. You hold
instigating
on.
because you're weird.
Wait. You don't know Sparky. I know Sparky. Why are you speaking for him? You don't know him. I know him. The fuck?
Okay, Sparky might do weird shit. He probably does. I've heard the nigga's name before. I'm just saying what he did here wasn't weird. It was what any normal human would do.
No. Before this, wait. Also, did you not literally check the DM screenshot where I literally said to you, I like showed you this screenshot, right? And in the screenshot, he's literally threatening to fucking leak that I was saying that you're like ass and bad at debating. I literally say this like multiple times. I've said this like all the time. People can vouch for this. I don't think you're good at debating, but I don't have an issue with you. I actually think you're a cool person. I'm not trying
No,
to be all
you
buddy
said
buddy with you or creepy or whatever the fuck. I think you're ass.
okay, but that's not. You can think whatever you want. I don't think you're smart enough to gauge good people on anything. The point is that you called me an idiot,
Ironic.
but then in public, you use much more polite wording, and then you tried to still be cool with me in DM after
I
calling me a
directly
dumbass.
told you what I said. What the fuck are you talking about? I literally told you in DMs what I said because I didn't want Sparky to fucking have like a leg up on me so he
Okay,
could
that
threaten
has
me
nothing
with
to do with
anything.
anything I just said,
That
brother.
has everything to do with what you just said. What are you talking about?
Want me to repeat it?
You can repeat whatever you said. I think you just had an issue where you just didn't comprehend what I said. Like what?
No, prior to you showing me the screenshot, you were being nice to me in my DM, and then you were also being cordial with me in the server that I was arguing with Mortified in. Okay? So being cordial and nice to somebody doesn't lead to the conclusion that you'd be in another nigga's DM calling him a dumbass. Because calling somebody a dumbass isn't cordial or nice. It's disrespectful, and niggas don't like getting called a dumbass. So yes, Sparky was clearing the air so I wasn't around a snake. That's what normal people do. Thank you.
Well, I don't think you understand though. Like we're in debate calm. Like we're literally doing like debates all the time and shit. Like that's literally just like a precedent. We say people are ass. We say that they're like trash and everything, but we don't mean it as like actual like fucking like personal insults or whatever, where we want to like upset the other person. Like ask. Some people might want to do that, but like a bunch of times we just say that because we think you're bad at debating. Like that's literally
You
just
said you
it.
think I'm an idiot. That's not even. You could be a bad debater and not be an idiot. You thinking I'm a stupid person? It goes against you trying to be cool with me in my DM, brother.
No, I'm with people. I don't have an issue with that. It's just a matter of disagreement. I don't have to hate you just because I think you're like an unintelligent person. That's like fucking psychopathic. Why the fuck would I do that? Like, no.
I didn't say you have to. I didn't say you have to hate me, but you're sending me a different message. Okay,
You a different message.
You see two people, right? The first person you see, he comes up to you and calls you a stupid ass bitch. The other person you see comes up and says, "How you doing, Serenity? I hope you're having a great day." Which person do you think is trying to be nice to you and or your friend?
Yes, obviously the
any-
person that's like complimenting you
Okay.
or like being chill with you or whatever and is not saying shit to you is the person who's trying to be your
Okay.
friend. No shit, but you're literally missing the context. This is like a debate environment. We literally call people ass, we call them stupid. It's like common sense. Like I do this with everyone. Everyone does this with everyone. Like I don't know why you don't know this. Is this
I
is
don't
because
even know
you're
why
not
you keep
really in the
saying that.
debate community like that? Have you just
I
been
don't even know
gone
you
for a
people repeat that to
while?
me. Are
Like
you
what are
gonna
you
show
talking
that
about?
are you gonna show that you're friends with all and cool with all of these people who you call stupid? Like, what are you about to go grab 30,000 people and have them come vouch for you? What is this shit you're saying to me
I'm
right
not
now?
about to do all that in the middle of a fucking convo.
Yeah,
That's
I'm not
unreasonable.
gonna
But I
just
mean, you
believe
could
you.
just
Okay, so
trust it.
stop
Like on God,
repeating.
that's literally what I meant. I don't know why you're being so extra and just doubting everything I
Okay,
say.
well, nobody wants to be cool with a nigga who thinks they're stupid, bro. Nobody does.
I think that's
That's
just
why
you
me
being
and you aren't
insecure.
cool.
Like what? You can't be friends with someone because they think you're stupid. What are you talking about?
Well, what the fuck would you gain from somebody who thinks that you're a dumb person? That means when you speak to them, they take what
Friendship,
you say with.
affection, good memories. Like what?
Why, why the fuck would somebody who you believe to be stupid in their head think, oh yeah, this guy he truly cares and values the things that come out of my mouth, and he values me as a human being, knowing that you think that they're dumb. Well, nobody thinks like that. Serenity, are you
You've got
socially
some
inept?
weird, like psychopathic, like perception of people, man. I don't know
No,
what you're talking about.
nobody. If you think I'm dumb, I'm not gonna think in my head, I can tell this guy stuff and he'll take me serious. That's not how people think, nigga. That's not humans. I don't know what the fuck you might be, but that's not how humans act.
Well, respectfully, you're just biased because you have like a different like set of background experiences than me.
No,
That's literally what you
I'm
said.
biased for human beings. I don't know what you are. But anyways, you want to go back to the
I mean,
debate?
I'm also obviously biased for the shit that I've experienced, but that's literally not how I operate. It's also like a
Okay,
social
cool.
precedence. Like if I'm literally
You want to finish
telling
the
you this is
debate?
what I experienced, like I'm sorry if I like came off the wrong way to you. I didn't mean to offend you, but that's literally just like how it is. I also
All you
literally
did was
told
say
it.
this
I
toxic.
told it to you
All,
directly to your face, not because I was trying to offend you, but just because like I don't
no,
want to be
because
fucking controlled by another person who's like threatening me. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, so yeah, okay, cool. So you did it so he couldn't do it. That just means you wanted to take away that like moment of satisfaction from him. Like, I don't know what type of freak ass nigga you are,
Well,
but
it's
cool.
not
You
about
want to finish the
taking. No,
debate?
no, no. It's not about taking away his moment of satisfaction. It's just like I don't want to be controlled. Like I don't like being controlled. I like just being free and shit.
Cool,
Like I don't like being controlled by other people that like friend me and
cool.
stuff.
All you've done just now is say there's a lot of toxicity in the debate community. I'm not a part of that nigga, because people are weird.
No,
So
I
you
know.
telling
That's
me that
why I
there's
brought up
nothing.
the whole point about different experiences. I literally was explaining that to you. I literally was
Okay,
clarifying too.
and
Like
all
now
of
that
those
we know,
people
we know.
aren't
That's
your
all I'm saying.
friends. You lied. You gave no evidence for
I'm
it.
not
Stop
saying
just
they're. I'm
repeating.
not saying
I
they're
don't
all
believe
friends.
you.
I'm just saying it's a common occurrence that people you talk shit about and you say are like ass. Not actually like talking shit because that's not the. That's the point. Like you're not actually talking shit. You're just saying that like they're not intelligent because I don't know they said something retarded to you in a debate in your opinion. So you literally just say that they're dumb. That's literally just it.
Okay, cool. You want to finish the debate now?
Yeah, let's finish the debate now. Okay. Okay. What was the last thing we were saying, by the way? We got sidetracked.
I don't remember. All I'm gonna say, because I know we were talking about the Minato teleporting scan. All I'm gonna say is I have a scan of Minato activating Flying Raijin and everybody disappears, and then I have a scan of them all appearing. If you want, I can show scans of Minato teleporting an individual time and it being demonstrated that same way. So that would be empirical evidence
Oh wait,
for
I
that.
remember. I
Claim.
think I remember. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I think I remember the last thing you were saying. You were saying that there's like some precedents in Naruto that like when Kishimoto wants to portray specific things happening in like sequential order, like one by one teleportation, they show that. So like, where's your consistency? That's what I
Yeah,
asked you
well,
to show
what
me.
I just said gives credence to that as well. Let me repeat what I said.
No, I know what you're saying, but I'm asking for the evidence. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll show Minato. I'll show Minato teleporting. Let me see, what chapter is he fight Obito? 504? You asked for the evidence, so allow me to explain the reason I'm sending these scans. Don't start cutting me off, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Oh, fuck, I'm in a dead spot. Am I cutting in and out? Hello?
No, you are not. No, you're not. Don't worry.
It's 502. So I'm going to explain the purpose of this scan that I'm about to send, and then I'm going to, oh shit, okay, Obito. And then I'm going to explain why it is relevant to the thing you asked me to prove. So that's 1, and then 2. I only got like 20 more minutes, so I gotta go film this vid.
Oh.
But
okay. Well, since you only have 20 more minutes, can we do this? Like, you can make one more point real quick, and like, if I think I defeated it, I defeated it. But after that, can I like try to scale Hashirama for a little bit?
I would prefer if we just say whoever won like this part. Like, if my scaling goes through for the speed, then I win. But if you successfully my speed, then you win.
I mean, what else were you gonna scale for, Minato? Were you gonna get his AP above or something, or no?
No, I was gonna justify his win con, which I think is ceiling.
Like, you were just gonna say if he's fast enough, he's just gonna seal Hashirama away?
Yeah.
With what sealing jutsu?
Let me explain this Rasengan teleportation shit first.
Okay.
But Minato's plan here to make Obito think that he's won, or at least make him think that he's about to successfully make contact with Minato, and then in the last second teleport to the kunai he placed like above his shoulders, and then attack him in the moment he becomes tangible again. So it's literally active flying rising, teleport to the kunai, Rasengan the nigga in his shoulders, right? So well, I guess 2 motions. In this instance, Kishimoto is showing Minato will activate Flying Rising, and then in the next scan, show us where he appeared. And then the reason this is relevant is because you tried to say earlier, when there's a similar demonstration of him activating Flying Rising, and then us seeing where he appeared, he actually could have done it multiple times within that instance. This shows otherwise. We know he teleported 1 time, and Kishimoto's demonstration is the same as it is in that one-shot scan. So go ahead.
Okay, wait, hold on. Do you mind if I just talk about the ceiling thing for 1 second? I'm not gonna contend it, I just want to ask a question. What ceiling jutsu were you gonna use as like the win con for Minato?
The 8 sign seal.
Okay. How about this? We can argue about this point, and if you win the speed point, I can agree that Minato will seal Hashirama, but I do want to try to scale Hashirama for a little bit.
Wait, what did you say? Start over?
So, if you win this speed point, I'll agree that Minato can just seal Hashirama and get away, maybe. I don't think I'm gonna, like, contest it, like, say, oh, is he, like, durable enough to, like, actually, like, or actually, like, fast enough to actually seal Hashirama away before, you know, he gets, like, killed or whatever. So, I'll just... Yeah, I'll just say this. Like, we can talk about the speed thing real quick. We can finish this point. And if you win this, then I'll just agree he can seal, like, Hashirama away. But after, like, that, let me try to scale Hashirama for, like, a few minutes. Does that work?
Okay, and you're gonna try to scale Hashirama's speed over Minato, right?
I don't know about speed. I'm just gonna say his overall combative ability is greater.
Okay, I'm sorry. Are you not saying you're gonna just give me the ceiling point if my speed goes through? And then you're saying you're not even gonna try to prove Hashirama's faster? So wouldn't I just have Minato faster, so seal? Or are you going to provide another quality for Hashirama that gets rid of the ceiling as a factor at all? Is that what you're going to do?
I'd probably try to argue that he's like faster than, I guess. I'm just gonna argue like his overall combative prowess is enough to where he's somehow able to like defeat Minato. I mean, yeah, actually
Okay,
yeah, that's how we're gonna do it, yeah.
don't say I never did anything for you. You did as we're about to concede.
No. That's what I meant. I just didn't like specifically say that. Okay. So I don't think that these scans, specifically with Minato teleporting directly above Obito and then slapping him with a Rasengan, actually prove anything, because you're making a consistency argument about how when we specifically see that specific things within Naruto happen, like multiple teleportations in a given sequence, we see that. But in this instance, you literally only showed me one singular teleportation. So there's literally no consistency because there's no similarity whatsoever here. What were you about to say? Sorry?
Can you start over? Actually, I'm about to just switch to PC. I'm not moving anymore. Hold up. Repeat it once I get on my PC.
Okay.
Home sweet home, man.
Home sweet home.
I don't know how anyone would assert that seal would work on Hashirama. I mean, hey, you must be the one guy in the world who has ceiling resistance feats for Hashirama. That guy's cold if he just randomly has that information.
What time do you have to leave, by the way? Do you have Eastern time zone or no?
No, I'm central. But hold up. You arguing for ignorant shot, but type shit. I think I didn't say I'm just gonna say he has no feeds. I can prove he has no ceiling feeds. But anyways, you want to go ahead, Serenity? What did you say?
Yeah, what I was saying though is with the Minato thing, you're saying that there's this consistency in Naruto that whenever Kishimoto wants to depict that maybe there's multiple given things within a certain sequence, such as multiple teleportations, that's
broad aspects of the original claim, which was like he does this all the time for hella people. I don't care about that. Like, I only said that so it could matter to Minato. So the reason I brought of like him teleporting to Obito is just to say at the bare minimum, when he's depicting Minato using flying Raijin, he does this. You seem to not understand why that's relevant. The point of that is you think Minato in the instance of that one shot where he teleports his team, he could have been teleporting multiple people like one at a time rather than at the same time. But I'm saying the qualities of that teleport are the same. And the ones I specified that mattered are him activating the jutsu and then appearing somewhere on another scan. That's the same as the ones when he's fighting Obito, and you agree he teleported one time. So the consistency I was building there was when Kishimoto shows Minato activating the jutsu and then appearing somewhere, it's to prove that he teleported one time. So in this other instance where those same qualities are present, it doesn't make sense to say he's teleporting multiple times. Are we on the same page now?
Yeah, we're on the same page. Okay, well, in response to what you're saying, I think that this specific sequence, unironically, is like probably the worst evidence you ever could have used because it's clear that Kishimoto was trying to go for a specific intention here to show that the fight is very narrow and close down to the last wire. We specifically see that the Rasengan gets very close to Obito's head, and we also see that Obito's hand gets very close to Minato. If either person touches the other person first, then they'll win the fight. Okay, Minato touches the other person, so he wins the fight. So there's a really good reason as to why we're going to show it sequence by sequence very closely, because that's going to increase tension, because it's going to get very close to being a fight that could have gone either way. If one thing had gone differently, it could have taken longer and Obito could have won in contrast to Minato. And also in contrast to what you're saying that there's this consistency that we're going to see Minato teleport to the specific spot he's at when he's using Flying Raijin, and if he's going to use it multiple times, well, not Flying Raijin, Flying Thunder God, sorry, FTG, if he's going to use it multiple times, we're going to see every single time he's going to teleport. But I could also say that there's a counter consistency to that, where every single time we see that Minato uses this teleportation technique, we just see that we see the aftermath. That's what we see. So given that we just see the aftermath, honestly, it might be more expected, if anything, or you could just say it's equally as likely that what happens here is that we're just going to see it would literally work in contrast to the argument that you presented.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay, well, fuck. What was the first thing you said? You remember?
The first thing I said was that Kishimoto displayed that this is a very close
Oh,
fight
yeah.
between Minato and Obito.
Yeah, I got that. I'm gonna respond to that second. The first part, or the second part, where you said like, oh, he demonstrates the aftermath, you know what you said. Since me and you agreed one time here, all we know is that he's demonstrating the aftermath of a single teleport. So you can't try to take that and apply it to other instances and say, well, since we know he's just trying to show the aftermath, it could have been multiple teleportations. He just chooses to show the final product. We agree that he's showing the final product of one teleportation here. So you really tried it with that. And to the first thing you said about like, oh, this is just a moment of great strife, and he's showing that it's down to the wire. So therefore, that's why he had Minato teleport once. The same thing is present in my scan of him teleporting his team. You have two massive Biju bombs that is about to blow up the entirety of Team Jiraiya. And I specified earlier that it gets so close, it starts casting that big shadow over them. So the same thing is true here. He'll have Minato teleport one time. I don't even think this shit matters, but we can just roll with your interpretation. He'll have Minato teleport one time because the battle is super, super close and it's down to the wire. If Minato's even a fraction of a second late or a few seconds late, whatever, his whole team gets blown up. So the same way he dies in the Obito instance, he'll die here if he doesn't hurry up and make this move. So none of that contradicted my position. But go ahead.
It's not to contradict your position to make it impossible. It's more like, I just want to make your position less likely. But also, we literally know that Minato grows older and he's not going to die after that. So because of that, I think there's actually a reason as to why like Kishimoto doesn't really want to show that it's a close fight, because that's just how it's going to be, right? We know he's going to win anyways. So it doesn't matter if we show it being close or whatever. It doesn't really have any relevant dramatic effect. Wait, what'd you say? Sorry, I cut you off.
But I explained why it's a close fight. I gave the reasons why I think it's down to the wire, the same as the Obito situation.
You explain why it's a close fight, sure, by using some arbitrary metric, but regardless of that, I mean, it doesn't
That's
really
the same
matter.
thing you did, dude. What?
It's not arbitrary. There's literally a system that this is based upon.
Okay. All you said for the Obito thing is Minato doesn't make. I'm going to paraphrase, but you were getting at, if Minato doesn't make this move in this instance, then he'll die or he'll lose, or either or. That same thing is true in my instance. If he doesn't teleport, they die. Jiraiya doesn't have a move that can just get rid of the bombs. That's why he's looking to Minato, and his other two teammates are literally cowering in fear because they suck. So yes, the same thing is true. If Minato doesn't hurry up and make a move, it's over. The same thing as the Obito situation.
I agree that there's a risk of death. That's not the argument. The point is specifically that we're trying to portray that the fight is close because we don't know what the outcome of the battle will be. But we know the outcome of the battle in the other instance is that Minato will survive. So there's not really any point in showing tension when the fight is intense because you know you're going to be fine. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, we do know the outcome of the battle.
We know the outcome of the battle between Obito and Minato? How do you know that?
Because by this point we knew Minato he was the one who sealed the Nine Tails in Naruto. If Minato died to Obito or had something done to him where he just could no longer fight, like let's say he got trapped in Kamui forever or some shit, right? Then he couldn't have sealed the Nine Tails. At this point, the Nine Tails are still rampaging. So we know Minato's going to win this fight because he has to seal the Nine Tails. So thank you. You better have nothing that contradicts my position.
That doesn't mean anything. Someone else could have literally just like taken down Obito in the meantime while Minato got trapped in the Kamui realm or whatever. That doesn't do anything.
Okay, so we know Minato's not going to lose to Obito then. So your shit about like, oh well.
But we know no, but he could lose in this instance. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Huh? I thought you said this was the does Minato not say this is the deciding factor?
Sure.
Okay, so what you were getting at was if he doesn't teleport here, then it's over. That's what you were getting at. Are you changing your claim?
I didn't claim he was going to lose the whole fight. I was just claiming that he was going to lose that particular part of the battle. He could still get free.
Okay, well,
That's all I was saying.
Minato says the battle's over if this happens. He literally says it's going to be over for one of us. You know what over means? The
Okay,
end.
Obito can just be wrong. Getting trapped in the Kamui realm doesn't automatically kill you.
Minato says that.
Okay, Minato can also be wrong. Again, getting trapped in the Kamui realm does not kill you. You just have to get freed.
Okay, well, at this point, the only person who has Kamui and like can access it consistently is Obito, and nobody even knows he's alive. So, who would free Minato? He would just starve.
Someone could just say that Hiruzen would literally threaten Obito's life. Literally, just say, "Let him go, or I'm gonna kill you." That's literally all.
Okay, that would require you proving Hiruzen has those stats to make this shit likely at all.
I don't have to make it likely. I'm just saying it's possible. Unless you want to claim that it's not likely in contrast to work against the argument, then sure, you can do that. But either way, it doesn't really matter. Also, just so we're clear, it doesn't have to be Hiruzen on its own. It could be Hiruzen plus a whole plethora of people. So there's really no way you're ever going to be able to prove that there's no way that they ever would have been able to free Minato. I really doubt you can prove that 100%.
Minato's the fastest and strongest person in the village. Like, we know the Hokage is the strongest in the village. If he can't handle Obito and ends up losing, why do you think Hiruzen or somebody else could come along and beat him?
They could just jump
What are you
him.
talking about?
An army plus Hiruzen could just be above Minato on his own.
Yeah, who is this army? Who are these people who make up this army?
The Leaf Shinobi, the Anbu, there's a bunch of people.
Yeah, like
what?
who?
You want me to name every single member of the Leaf and the Anbu? Like what?
No, I want you to tell me who can provide a better struggle than Minato can. You have to tell me who those people are.
People.
I've justified my claims. I've justified my claims. It's not only stated to be the strongest in the village by virtue of him being Hokage, but it's shown that Minato has greater ability than these people.
But
and
also,
you're still like, well,
we got to talk about that Hokage thing after, because I don't even automatically agree that the Hokage is always the strongest. I agree that's the intention, maybe. I don't agree they're always going to be the strongest, though. No.
Okay, well, if you want to talk about that, we can. But anyways, not only stated to be the strongest, but shown to be the strongest with feet. You going, well, there could be a team of people who together can make up either just as much. Fuck, I worded that wrong. Together can add up to Minato's level or higher. You would have to tell me who those people are, because you're just saying it's possible that they exist. That doesn't do anything to the likelihood I gave for Minato having the statements and feats over everybody else. But what did you want to ask about?
He can have the statements and the feats over everyone else. Cool. I don't know how that would even lend probability that he's above an entire army. It's like really hard to prove, unironically. But I mean, yeah, you can think that.
You did have to show why that army.
Don't. You're on the affirmative, dude. I don't have to do that.
Okay.
I really don't.
Okay, I understand you love saying that because you think it relieves you of any and all responsibility. But when you're going against somebody who's not,
this is how debating works. So you're on the affirmative. I'm on the con side of the debate. You're on the affirmative. You're the one to make the affirmations.
You don't have to keep repeating that to me. I know when I have to prove something. You don't have to keep saying that over and over again.
Okay, cool. But you keep saying like I'm not gonna prove anything. Like I keep saying that stupid shit. Like it's just gonna relieve me of anything.
You introduced the idea of an army versus Minato. I was gonna say you would have to tell me why that army matters, because I can show Minato has the capabilities to deal with massive groups of people easily. So you'd have to even tell me how these people would even be able to successfully combine their abilities. Minato has the capacity to separate niggas. He can throw a bunch of kunai around the battlefield and attack them all individually. So even if you think that they could combine their powers, they wouldn't get the opportunity because Minato can separate them. So the army shit, that is given no reason why that matters.
Okay, two things. One, I need you to scale his overall combative ability for this given instance above all of the Leaf Village, which I really doubt that you can prove. The second thing is They don't even have to actually be stronger, by the way. Like, I could grant that Minato is faster, by the way, but if you jump people, there's an issue of divided attention where if you're focusing on multiple things at the same time, your brain literally operates at a lesser than adequate degree. Like, you just perform worse. So given that, the combined efforts of everyone just jumping Obito to save Minato might just be enough to save Minato. So, yeah, cool.
Well, you agree Minato's the fastest. Obito can just go into the Kamui dimension and nobody can touch him. Minato's the fastest. Obito can activate Kamui before Minato hits him. So no, none of those people can jump Obito. Thank you for conceding that.
He can be
What else did
faster,
you say?
but that doesn't mean that he would be able to just completely avoid like a whole group of people jumping him and potentially off-guarding him.
Yes, it does. They can't touch him. He can deadass just walk out of the village. He can stay intangible for 5 minutes. He could just walk away.
If he can
has
activate
5 whole minutes.
Kamui in time, I don't think you could do that.
You said you agreed on recording Minato's the fastest. If Minato's the fastest and he can't even just run up and grab Obito without coming up with a multi-step plan, the Flying Rising Stage 2, then nobody else can. You literally conceded that, nigga. You're not going back on that.
It's not 1-to-1 though. That's not how that works. Like if I was saying the off-guard thing, if they off-guard him, if he doesn't know that they're going to be there, like right behind him, for example, then his reaction might be delayed to what it would have been normally. And if his reaction is delayed to what it would have been normally, then he literally might just get grabbed and taken down because of that.
Kamui passively reacts. That's stated.
Okay.
Minato comes up. Hold on, wait. I'll just show you the scan. Or wait, Truth, do you have the passive reaction scan? I'm gonna send one, and then if Truth has that one, I'm gonna send that one too.
Which one could be more specific? Just
the data book where it says the right eye, even unconsciously.
Yeah.
But I can show Minato trying to off guard the nigga, and he still is able to react.
Okay, that's cool. Is his off-guard attempt going to be better than the attempts of like literally hundreds of people, maybe thousands of people? I don't even know how many people are in the Leaf Village.
Yeah, he's the fastest. So yeah.
That's circular reasoning. Okay, we can conclude, bro. We can conclude. Nice. How did you respond to the divided attention point? And if you're going to talk about the Kamui being passive, like still prove it's passively fast enough to activate in time before like someone will even intercept them.
Well, it can passively react to Minato, who's faster than all of those people.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Yeah, you tried to say that, whoa, if they provide like such a high quality off-guard attempt, the off-guard thing doesn't matter because it's passive. So that literally doesn't amplify the efficiency of the attack whatsoever. So it would come down to pure speed. Can you outspeed his passive activation? Which no, by your own agreement, because they're slower than Minato. Thank you.
Show me the activation thing, by the way. Maybe I want to talk about this since there's no way I'm going to be able to talk about Hashirama skilling during this debate.
Okay, the truth's into scan, but real quick, the whole point of this, I don't know if you remember why we got on this.
The reason why we're okay, I can narrate it back to you. I promise you I know like why we're talking about this.
Cool. Okay, I can remove that. You know, but I'm gonna say it anyway. We got on this point because you were trying to say some shit about how, well, we don't necessarily know that Minato will make it out of this. Even if you want to include extra factors that would I don't know, make it so Minato's not the one who takes out Obito. The same way we know Minato is going to make it out of the situation in the one shot where he teleports his team, the same way we know that he's going to make it out of that, we know he's going to make it out of his fight with Obito. So you trying to say, well, that same level of strife isn't present. Well, is present because we don't know Minato's going to make it out. We do. We know he's going to survive past this fight. I worded that kind of askly, but I think you get the gist.
So I don't know if I've just completely missed something or if you've just suddenly said something that I've just, just completely proven your argument and I just missed everything completely. But, maybe, just maybe, when you're saying, right, that...
Bro, stop trying to stall and come up with something, bro. Just say it. Just talk.
No, I'm not trying to come up with something extra. I'm just trying to think of what I should specifically say, like for my wording.
Yeah, so stop with the
if I were
like nigga, just say you need a second to think, bro. Stop being cringe.
That's how I talk. It's not cringe, but anyways, it's also a common way of
Yeah, but
talking.
nobody wants to hear your weird monologue. It's creepy. We're
It's not a
grown men,
monologue.
buddy. We don't want to
We're
hear
just
that.
talking. Nobody even monologued.
Okay, cool. Just say, hey, Shaad, I need a second to think. What do you think? I'm gonna jump through the screen and kill you because you need some time to come up with a thought? You're fine, buddy. I'm not gonna kill
Listen,
you.
that's just not
all
my
right?
preference. Okay.
You don't have to bite
So
time.
I think I've missed the point here, right? Specifically about how because Minato is just going to escape this, that somehow proves literally anything whatsoever. I'm surprised that you even said that to me. I
Right.
don't know how that's gonna like prove literally anything, because once again,
Okay.
they could just get him out there and beat Obito without Minato. So why does this matter?
Yeah. I told you why it mattered. I'm not repeating it. I'm also not obligated to. If you want to hear it again, play the recording back. But I addressed all of that in my statement. Can we move on?
We'll wrap this shit up. Does he want to steal Hashirama?
Yeah, I think the last thing I needed. So if that goes through, I'm not saying it did before you tweak out, but if that goes through, Minato does teleport people at the same time. So my question I asked you originally, which was why wouldn't he teleport his entire team? That just goes through. Assuming I won this, of course. So Minato can teleport multiple people. So he would have done it if he had the capacity to. So him teleporting to the battlefield doesn't make as much sense as him running. You want to scale Hashirama now?
Okay, just in case you somehow said something that, like, I don't know, slipped by me. I don't think you said anything that slipped by me. I think I tracked everything you said. But just in case, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to ask you to explain the relevance of what you said. I'm going to ask you to prove that it is relevant. Because if it's not relevant, then the claim obviously just doesn't work whatsoever. So that kind of just have to repeat it anyways. But
What's
yeah,
wrong with
that's
this
it.
guy?
It's just one time. I'm not going to be
Okay,
extra,
you
but that's
gave me
it.
the talking stick, so please don't cut me off because I didn't cut you off just now. But this nigga is so weird and so terrified of people thinking he's lesser that instead of just saying, I didn't understand what you said, repeat it. He tried to say, I understood everything you said. I'm 100% sure, or at least mostly sure that I understood everything, but I'm still gonna ask you to repeat it for no reason. Like, nigga, just ask me to repeat myself. Nobody's gonna think you're dumb for either not hearing something or misunderstanding.
Well, you literally
What the
said that
fuck?
you weren't going to repeat it and you didn't have to do that.
Okay.
And regardless of that, nobody's doing it because they don't want to feel inferior. I genuinely think I tracked. I could be wrong about that. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I can check the recording, but I'm pretty sure I tracked and you just didn't track. But I'm just doing this just in case, just to be safe.
Okay. I said the reason. I already said I'm not gonna repeat it. I'm gonna stand on that. I'm not repeating it. I actually did say a lot of shit, bro. We've been arguing for over an hour. How long has it been? It's been like an hour and 20, bro. Can you scale Hashirama now?
Yeah, Hashirama should scale above, or at least scale relative to Edo Madara, right? Edo Madara is able to take down KCM2 Naruto. KCM2 Naruto scales above KCM1. KCM1 is relative or just clearly above the Raikage. He might have just blitzed V2 Raikage. V2 Raikage is as fast or faster than the Yellow Flash as in Minato, because literally Minato, for whatever reason, is just no way superior to the Raikage. It's stated that the Raikage is in no way inferior to the Yellow Flash. So yeah, just scales above. That's how it works. I can type out the chain skill if you'd like. I can send you the scans, and that's the argument.
Okay. Well, you know how chain scales work with the Raikage stuff. So when it says he has speed that isn't inferior to Minato, two things. One, show that that's in reference to
What version of Minato are you talking about?
Hokage alive.
Hokage alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that if you're gonna make a statement like someone is equal in any quality to another person, the typical assumption for how those semantics are gonna work is literally just like, yeah, it's talking about this current version, like the latest version that we have knowledge of. Because, I mean, if I said that I'm equal as a boxer to Mike Tyson, because I don't know, I'm Muhammad Ali or whatever, like, Nobody's gonna think I'm talking about Mike Tyson from when he was 5 years old as a boxer. That's like ridiculous. There's also some iconicism as well in that. Like the most relevant
Wait, can I just
person.
respond to the first thing?
I mean, you can if you want, but like, let me say the second thing, then I'll just repeat it after, so you can address it anyways. If you're fine with that.
Well, just so you don't have to say it twice, can you just hold that thought?
I might forget it though. That's why I want to say it now.
Okay, write it down, dude.
Sure.
I might forget it, and it's in your favor if I do forget it, because then it just goes unaddressed. So to protect myself, I'd rather you just say it after. But to respond to the first thing, the analogy you gave for the boxers, you used their name and not an alias or a nickname. We know nicknames can be applied to people at certain stages of their life. Like, I mean, you probably even have nicknames that you had as a kid or some shit that people don't call you anymore. But even if you don't, it's stated that Minato, like the Yellow Flash thing, was a alias he used to have. But it's something he was called in the past. Now he's the Hokage. People refer to him as such. So to say when this statement brings up Yellow Flash, it's talking about Hokage Minato. Again, I would need justification for that. I just explained why it doesn't make sense. If you want the statement, I can send that too, because you like to ask for evidence, which is fine. I know I expect that, but just if you need it, I can send the scan.
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm just going to forward this from my scan server. But since it's my evidence, I'm gonna direct you to the part that matters to it. This, or it brings up Yellow Flash of Leaf at the beginning, and then go down to where it says this dazzling name was once the alias of the fourth Hokage. So, was once means that in the past he was referred to as this. Now they're calling him the Hokage, or Minato. People still call him his name, but as you said yourself with the boxing analogy, people's names, like their actual governments, stick.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so why does that mean that he's no longer called the Yellow Flash because he lost the title, rather than him not being called this anymore just because he's literally dead and deceased?
I don't need to show you that he lost the nickname. That wasn't the point of what I was saying. The point is that when he's Hokage, this is what they call him. If they don't refer to him as Yellow Flash when he's Hokage, even if you could show he technically still had the nickname, it's more common for them to say Fourth Hokage or Lord Fourth, or just call him his first name. So it's just more likely that they're doing what I said.
Yeah, I'm saying, why does the statement prove that though? Like, why does it prove that rather than just the other interpretation where it's just like, yeah, it used to be his alias when he was still alive, but now that the fourth Hokage is dead, he just doesn't have the alias because he's just not alive. They don't call him this because nobody's calling a dead
Why would that even
person
matter?
the Yellow Flash because he's just not active and present and moving around the battlefield.
Wait, well, why does him being dead even matter?
Because whenever you're giving someone a title of importance or praise or whatever, you're less likely to give them that title of importance and or praise if they're dead. Because if someone's dead, you literally just have less of a reason to talk about them. Michael Jackson.
People.
Never mind. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. If you want to say that Michael Jackson, I know it's gonna be stupid, but if you want to say it, you can. I think I get what you're saying, though. I don't really need an analogy.
I'm not gonna give you that analogy because you're gonna say it's stupid. Maybe Michael Jackson is just as popular, so I'm just gonna say something else. George Foreman was more popular when he was alive than when he's dead now, or something. Or you could just name some other person, like, I don't know, maybe Hercules when he's walking around in Greece versus like him now or whatever.
God.
Let me not name all these like really popular people nowadays. Let me
Hey,
just
I think
name
I
like
got what you
Mary
were saying.
Curry
Can I
or
just
something.
respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I just respond? So what you were saying is that he no longer holds this title of importance, so people wouldn't refer to him as such. That assumes that these people don't call him that name because it's something he earned. And I mean, with that title, he literally protected these people's lives. Like, niggas in the village right now, like in Boruto and shit. They're here because me. So you're assuming that they don't just have the respect to just call him the name that he earned, but what you said that applies to Yellow Flash too. The Yellow Flash nickname was because he was going around in the Third War and he was extremely powerful and he was just fucking up a bunch of niggas really quickly. And they were like, oh, we just see like a yellow flash. Like all we see is a streak of yellow. That's where the nickname comes from. If he's dead, he's no longer doing that. So why would they call him Yellow Flash when he's dead? He can't, he literally can't be the Yellow Flash if he's not alive. So why wouldn't they just call him Dead Guy or Minato?
Yeah, they don't have to call him Dead Guy or whatever. In response to what you said specifically about like the lack of respect part, I don't know why that'd be a lack of respect thing, by the way. If you like literally just think that they just stopped calling him that because that name was forgotten to time or something, so therefore they just don't
What, the
call him
name was
that or
forgotten?
whatever. Yeah, it was
Wait, wait,
forgotten
wait,
or
wait,
something.
wait.
Maybe.
I wasn't saying people. I wasn't saying people forgot he was Yellow Flash. I'm saying he gained a greater title. And
No, I'm not saying that's
this
what
is
you're
what we see
saying.
people say consistently.
Wait, excuse me. I'm not trying to interrupt you too much because, like, I do want to be cordial, but I'm just saying, like, what might have happened is they had forgotten that the alias is something that he has. They still remember him. I'm not saying they completely forgot him or whatever, or that you were also saying that they forgot the alias. But I'm just saying that maybe they have forgotten this alias because it's, was used less and less as time has passed since he died. So because of that, what happens is people just don't call him that anymore because people just forgot.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that agrees with me. I already think I won this point. We honestly could just move on. But I mean, what you just said, I think agrees with me too. Because if that precedent has been set within the series, because the point of the data books or the guidebooks is to guide you as to how you should be interpreting the manga. So if that precedent is set in the manga where people forgot the Yellow Flash, so they don't even call him that anymore. Why would Kishimoto then use a nickname for a character that he established doesn't even get called that anymore? That just sounds like a brilliant way to confuse all your readers. It doesn't make any sense.
Because that's not a confusing idea whatsoever. Someone could easily just say, oh, this person has not been called this because we're just forgetting things about them. Like we forget that we used to call this person this thing or whatever. It's not a thing of confusion, by the way, because obviously in the data book, the author is going to be writing down the information and is going to be making claims. But this statement is in reference to what people are obviously talking about, by the way, because it's talking about his alias. His alias is given to him by other people or himself. So if the people stop doing that or some other thing is now hindering that, that would cause that to change. However, the author is still the same person. The author still has this knowledge of the Naruto story and everything. So if they still want to call Minato the Yellow Flash after, that's completely fine. That wouldn't be confusion.
Yeah, that didn't address at all me saying the whole precedent that's been set in the manga for the people reading it. But we can move on.
Well, the precedent set is to clear up confusion and actually to inform people and everything, but I still think this can be informative, so I don't see the issue of that.
Okay. It still being informative doesn't matter. Both things can be informative. I'm saying this information is of higher quality and makes more sense. But the rest of your scale, KCM Naruto over the Raikage, and you had the Raikage to Minato.
Wait, hold on. By the way, I'm just gonna say a couple more things because we're not just gonna move on right away. I don't know why you just try to move on like and slip that by, but regardless of that,
I think I've won the point.
Well, I know that, but like obviously I might say something. I'm just gonna say a couple more things. I'm not gonna make like a whole new argument. I'm just gonna say like this real quick. So, two things. If your initial thing didn't go through and you actually get like established, that it would just be like non-Hokage Minato would be like before Hokage Minato or whatever, and obviously that still would scale below unless somehow Minato scales above with some other scaling, but that hinges on the first. I'm gonna go back to Minato scaling, and the second thing as well is also like, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, I was about to say another argument, by the way, but you just didn't like listen to that. The last thing I was gonna say is that there's iconicism, by the way. The reason why you like Iron Mike or whatever, in contrast to just Mike Tyson or whatever, the same way you would call Minato the Yellow Flash instead of just calling Minato, I don't know, the Fourth Hokage, is because the title has a level of iconicism. It's iconic to call him this because he had this title when he was doing a bunch of things which were very recognizable, very important. It stayed in our memories and everything. So that's why that might be something of which this person is being called by the narrator in the data book, because it's a more iconic title. Yeah. So that would just be the reason why.
Okay. Can I reply to that?
Yeah.
This is dead ass the last thing I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna respond to that. If you try to add anything else, I'm just gonna tell you don't add anything else. Like
I
just
probably
don't.
won't. Don't worry.
But iconicism. I don't know why you think that there's a world where a nickname somebody gained in one part of the world while they were fighting on these specific battlefields, killing this group of people, is more iconic than being the leader of an entire nation, which is what the Hokage is. And I mean, we know the Hokages and whatnot. This in Boruto and Naruto, they're known worldwide. Like people know Hashirama, people know Hiruzen, people know Tsunade, and the same is true for the Kages of the other villages. Why do you think a random nickname from some war is as iconic as being the leader of a nation and being immortalized on the monument because of that? Do you actually think that, or are you just talking?
Wait, sorry, I cut out a little bit. Could you repeat that middle part, please? Sorry.
Dude, I just want to know why you think being the Yellow Flash,
yeah,
or getting a nickname in a war just for being strong, is as iconic as being the leader of a nation. This that is like saying a nigga who.
It's not about being more or less iconic. The point is like, wait, hold on. Did I cut out again? Give me a second. I'm gonna
Called him Usopp because he was good at sniping niggas. Huh?
But I think you cut out. Sorry. That might have been me. Say that one more time. Yeah, go ahead.
This is like saying if there was a nigga in a war who was good at sniping niggas, so they called him Usopp. That called Usopp because of it is as iconic as President Barack Obama. Like you think the fucking Usopp title is more significant than being the president? What are you talking about?
No, it's not to say like the iconicism is just more attributed to Yellow Flash. Though you might even be able to say that because Yellow Flash is like, actually, no, I'm not even going to say all that. It doesn't really matter. What I'm just saying is like, this is a title. The iconicism was just to like demonstrate like this is why they're talking about it. Iconicism is ideas you have about this given person, right? So what's going to be more iconic is what's going to stand out to you. And what stands out more is obviously going to be the things more closely related to any given subject. The subject here is the Yellow Flash and being the fourth Hokage. The Yellow Flash speaks more about his feats in battle and things about him and everything. So the Yellow Flash might come off, probably does, just come off as a more iconic thing than just saying the fourth Hokage. So that could be the reason very reasonably for why it's talking about that.
Well, Hokage does both though. So for one, the Yellow Flash name is just because
he had the name before he was the fourth Hokage.
Fuck. This is what you said. This is what you said. I was trying to remember what you said. You said
my bad.
The Yellow Flash thing is more closely related to Minato.
Yeah.
All we know is that Minato held that, like, when he gained that nickname and was going around being known as that, was during the Third War. Like, that's the most we know. That can't be more closely related than the Hokage title, because we know he bare minimum held that shit for like a couple years. So no, it's not more closely related. And then the Yellow Flash name, it's about feats because he got it from being strong. But the Hokage one is also. I brought up earlier how the Hokage is supposed to be the strongest in the village. So being the leader of the village, you're already going to be thought to be strong. But then you have other things that you represent as well, which is like the political side of stuff. So no, it would make more sense to call him fourth Hokage still. One is just about feats. One is about feats and everything else. More representative of Minato as a whole, rather than, just one thing he does, which is fight. But nigga, can we please move off this point, bro? I know you know you're losing this point. Come on, dude.
No, The fuck? Nice delusion.
God.
Anyways, though, I mean, so you're talking about the political aspect and everything. Nice, but this title that he had came from like when he was starting up and getting his recognition and fame and everything. And a lot of things which are relevant when we're talking about someone's like fame and identity and reputation, it's heavily involved with the upbringing. So if you talk about the upbringing and the feats they have, that is going to talk about an earlier part of his life. He was the Hokage for only a small amount of time. He was the Yellow Flash for probably a longer amount of time than that. So given
I already just said he was the Yellow Flash. He got that name in the war, dude. Like they started calling him that in the Third Great Shinobi War because he was going around killing people really fast. So they were like, bro, all we see is a yellow streak. Remember I said all of that? So they they literally started saying Yellow Flash because of that. He got the title of Hokage and held it for multiple years. That's why I said it's more representative of Minato as a whole.
I don't think they just stop calling him that just when the war ends, though. That doesn't make any sense to me.
That's not what I said.
I know that's not what
but
you
tried
said.
to say the Yellow Flash. You were just trying to like give a timeline, like, oh, he was known as Yellow Flash for longer than he was known as Hokage. No, he wasn't. He was known as Yellow Flash in one war. That shit could have been a couple days. He was bare minimum Hokage for a couple years.
I don't think you could prove it was just for a couple of days that he just kept the title.
I
He
gave
could
a
have kept it
possibility.
after.
The point is, one, we have a long time span. With the other, we don't. So you can't say that he held it for longer, was what you're trying to go for. Can we please get off this point, bro? I have a life. I don't sit on court all day like you. I don't want to be on here anymore.
Do you disagree with anything else, though? Also, I don't sit on guard every day. I don't know why you just like accuse me of that. That's like.
But where's your scale? Is it still in
that's
chat?
not true. Let me see. Hold on. It's Hashirama over Madara, over KCM2, over KCM1, over the Raikage, or relative to the Raikage.
The only part I care about is Madara over KCM2. I already think I disrupted your chain, but I'm gonna address this, and then I deadass won't have to attack anything else because I broke your chain twice. But why is Madara over KCM2?
With the Wood Dragon, he literally just restrains him and completely takes him down.
Can you show me that skin?
Yeah, I can send you that scan.
Right overseas. Right overseas.
But also, by the way, we didn't have to talk about the Hashirama skilling, by the way. You just chose to do that, but since we're already on it, I guess we'll just talk about it.
Nigga, no. I literally said we could end it. And you were like, well, can I scale Hashirama for a little bit? Can I scale Hashirama, please?
I said that. Yeah, I said that earlier. No. I said that earlier, but I'm just saying, like, no. I'm saying we were talking about that earlier.
We can stop. You want to stop?
No, we're already on it, so I'm gonna talk about it. But I was just saying, since we were already on this for a while, like we could have just ended it off of the first point, and then we didn't have to go to the second point. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, the second part of the chain? I'm just doing that for more insurance.
No, not the chain. I'm talking about the whole idea of just talking about like why Hashirama skills above Minato. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, that was your idea. You begged for that. It's on record.
I didn't beg for that. I asked. You don't know what begging is.
You begged for that. You begged for it. 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 You begged for it.
Bro, you're corny as fuck. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Congratulations. A nigga who hasn't washed any of his clothes in months thinks I'm corny. Nice.
What are you got
caught saying nigga and left.
I was literally doing a hygiene routine like yesterday. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. You're an idiot.
Yeah. Finally, at 29, he's decided to be clean.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Bro, you smell shut up ugly. Anyways.
I smell straight up ugly?
That is not what I said, retard.
What did you say? That's why it was a question mark at the end of that?
I said smell shut up ugly, dumbass. Stupid ass bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna send the scans now. I have them.
You get no hoes, nigga. You get no dudes either.
You can think that, bro.
You can't pull no niggas.
You ugly as shit, man. Shut up.
Shit, I could go pull a nigga. I mean, I don't want to, but I could.
Oh, what?
Damn, nigga, you can't pull either gender, nigga. Damn. You that fucked up?
What is this guy talking
They
about,
had the
bro?
nerve to come. You could at least, if you're gonna be a shut-in, stupid, ugly nigga who stinks, you could at least be on Discord slamming niggas. You out this bitch just ass as hell.
Yeah, we
You
know
probably
you think
worse
that,
than when we talked
delusional
about
bitch.
Sakamoto days.
Wait, what about Sakamoto days? What are you talking about? I overtalked you.
Shut up. Go
No,
get your
bitch.
scan, brother. Also, does it offend you when I call you brother? If you would prefer I stop doing that, I will, honestly.
No, I don't give a fuck. We're talking shit. It's cool. But I mean, I prefer like not to be called that. But I mean, we're talking shit, so you could use it as like an extra insult if you want.
No. If you don't want to be called brother, I won't call you brother. Can I call you sis?
Sure.
don't
What
wanna
the
call you
fuck
sis.
is this guy Cloudy saying in chat, bro? I sent it in chat. Let me ping you if the scans real quick.
What chapter is this, bro? This shit's like all conjumbled. I want to see the actual sequence.
I don't have the chapter number, but that is in order,
It'll
by
be
the
in
way.
order. It can be in order, but
He's just
for
saying he
one,
wants to
some of these
see
are
the
low
whole
quality
chapter.
and they're cut off, and some of these have color. I hate these ugly color scans. I just like to see the chapter. Bubbles, you know what chapter this is?
Or these are big as fuck. You
It's
can
like
tell what's
602.
happening, obviously.
What is?
This shit right here with the wood dragon grabbing Naruto.
Oh, man, I'll be damned if you think I don't know Naruto chapters off the top of my head.
That's the chapter 907. Yeah.
It says 602.
Yeah,
Hey,
that shit is not 602, dog.
Starts at 607. Thank you, Truth. Go.
Yeah,
I have a
just
feeling
sorry.
if I ask this question,
Wait,
you're
just
gonna
so
make
we're
all
clear,
the
Monster
videos
said
better.
that first, by the way, so he's actually the real god. But anyways.
907. No, yeah. I was supposed to go to chapter 907.
Wait, no,
Right.
he mistyped. He said like directly after 607. Like chill.
Yeah, I'd love for you to prove he didn't just get that from Truth.
What are you talking about? He literally said it first.
No, he didn't. He said 907, and then Truth said the
Bro, he
correct thing.
reads
So this
Naruto.
nigga
Obviously,
corrected
he
himself.
knows there's not 907 chapters.
I don't know what that nigga knows. The fuck?
I know him.
Shut up. You don't know shit.
Bro, you're so ugly. Shut up.
Okay, yeah. So it comes at Naruto. Also, I don't know how much these things weigh, but yeah, how is this a feat at all? I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at. This shit sucks. What? So it comes at Naruto. We see he can overpower when he like lands a strike. Damn, nigga sending all these scans. Nigga, get your dick riding ass on, nigga. Damn. Anyway, but then how much it weighs, so it could just be too much weight, which that has nothing to do with AP. And then if Naruto's focused on one by like, I don't know, hitting it with his arm or biting it, and then his arm just gets wrapped in a position where he can't flex his muscles fully. So that's not a feat. That's like if I wrap my arm around your neck and then tell you, okay, now overpower me. Like I'm already in a position of massive advantage. So even if you're stronger than me, I could still just win that.
I don't think you understand how flexing muscles work. That's not how that works. For you to literally stop someone's muscles from flexing, you would have to completely stop their ability to move internally. That's not how that works.
I said flexing fully. I didn't say flexing at all. Thank you. What?
What do you mean by flexing fully? Just like fully extending the muscles or some shit? Like what the fuck does that even mean?
No, nigga, flexing it like outputting his max muscle capability, dickhead. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. You gotta explain.
Oh,
you
and also, nigga, also wood dragons suppress chakra. So if they're touching him, it's making him weaker. So that's another reason why he's not like outputting his full capability. This shit is ass, bro.
Full, they're relative in speed. He just grabs it, restrains it, and then he could just do the exact same thing for Minato.
Why are you saying relative in speed? He grabs one and bites the other. These other ones are coming up from angles he's not paying attention to. Why are they relative in speed?
Obviously, he should be trying to pay attention to all of the heads of a fucking
Yeah, but he
multiple head
can't.
dragon.
They're also coming
He
from the
can't.
ground. This nigga's not in sage mode. You think he can just immediately tell where every single one of them is coming from? Even if he could,
Cool. The same thing would happen
he has
to
to
Minato
attack
if
them
he was in
all
this
to break them.
situation.
Huh?
Cool. Minato's could just literally have the same issue in this situation. He probably would. I don't see why Minato's
Okay.
exclusive to that.
That's obviously dependent on the scaling that we've gone over. I don't know why you just tried to say that. But even if Naruto could sense them all, which he can't because he's not in sage mode, you literally agree he's in KCM2 here. He has to attack one of them to break it. So while he's attacking one, the others have time to grow from the ground and, touch him or wrap around, whatever the fuck. So there's literally nothing about this that's a feat from Madara. I gave all the reasons. Damn, this was ass. Can we move on?
Wait, hold on. 1 second. When I brought up the Minato thing earlier, I was saying like Minato isn't excluded from this, like the issue of the muscles being restrained, the chakra being suppressed or whatever, or him not being able to exert his full force output because he can't fully flex his muscles, which I still don't even know what that means, by the way. That literally made no sense. But cool,
Okay.
anyways. Like literally just come up, go around him. Minato won't expect it. Just restrain him, even if I do accept your interpretation to be true. Nice.
Yeah, well, one Minato does have sage mode, and that also will be dependent on you having given any sort of relevant speed scaling.
Wait, did you just say that Naruto doesn't have
done?
sage mode a little bit earlier? What?
Well, no, Minato has sage mode, and that's it. So he'll if he's using a stronger form, it'll be that. Naruto's using a stronger form, and he chose KCM2. That's what I'm saying. Like
Sage
Naruto
mode
doing something
is
that makes it where
above
he can't
KCM2?
seal or not seal.
Did you
No,
seriously
you
just...
dumbass. We're just talking
Oops.
about sensing. That's it.
Oh, that's what you mean in reference to stronger. Okay.
I'm just saying Minato can use sage mode to sense where the dragons are coming from. That's it. Naruto chose to use a form that ended up not helping.
You know, they still have
as
to be
much.
relative to him to actually tag him, though, right? And they do go relative before that. They're relative, like, to, Naruto, but they're just, like, relative above. So it's still a problem.
Wait, when did the dragons go relative to Naruto?
If they weren't relative to Naruto at all, Naruto would literally just blitz them and instantly take them down. Like, what? We'd expect that, if anything.
Okay, well, this dragon gets blitzed because it gets bit before it can do anything. And then this other dragon gets just grabbed.
It gets blitzed?
So,
you can't prove that dragon got blitzed. What are you talking about?
Well, before it could do anything, it just got bit. So, I mean, regardless,
Circular
I've already
reasoning,
given
nice.
Okay. I'm literally
That
saying
assumes
the
it's
bite
a
was the
blitz. No, because you said before it could do anything, it just got bit. That assumes that it got blitzed, because if it couldn't do anything, then it would have gotten blitzed in there.
Okay, well, we're looking at this. What does it do? It literally just goes up to Naruto and gets bit. I sent the scan in chat. You
Yeah,
can't
they
act
charge
like
at
you don't know
each
what I'm
other,
talking
then it
about
bites it back, then it restrains it. Like, what? Wait, also, when Kurama's still on guard, this big wood dragon is literally wrapping itself around Naruto's Kurama avatar and everything. So I don't know what you're talking about. Even if you wanted to talk about the off
What
guard
scan are you
bullshit,
talking
it
about?
doesn't even matter. What skin am I talking about? I'm talking about the one where there's this big stone wall that's placed up with 4 little dog heads. Obito's coming out of the wall with this
Just send
really
it.
big
Just
weapon
send
in his
it.
hand.
Just copy paste.
Well, we
it.
already said it earlier.
Why
I'll just like
why
hold on.
explain it instead of just sending it?
Yeah, I'll just send it. Don't worry. I got you.
Why explain it instead of just sending it?
I just
Why
said
explain
that.
it
I
instead of
literally
sending
just said
it?
I'll send it. What are
Why
you talking
explain it
about?
instead of just sending it? Why explain it instead of just sending it?
Yo, you might be retarded, bro. You just repeated yourself like 10 times. Anyways, there you go.
I server muted myself. I don't have perms. I can't server mute myself. Thanks.
You repeated yourself. You're retarded. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I misheard you, but I just wanted to repeat myself. That was fun. I like doing things that were fun. Who judging this just Serenity? But this ass nigga might fuck around and say I won, even with all that power. But nigga, all we see in this scan with the wall up is that he's biting one, and then other parts that he's not focused on are like trying to wrap around the tail. There's still space in between, so they're not even fully enclosed. What does this do?
That's fine. That just means that they can maintain contact. That's all I'm saying. Because you said that stupid shit about how it blitzed it earlier.
Okay, dude. If his mouth is full and his arms are I already gave the reasons earlier why they're restricted, so they're not at full power. Even if he's faster, what could he do here? Like literally, what would he do?
Use the legs? Hello? Just kick it away? The fuck? Move around?
While
Get
he
away?
can't see it? Remember we went over the Sage Mode point?
What? What do you mean he can't see it? It's literally directly in front of him. It might literally be within his line of vision. In fact, it probably is.
Oh, that's how
What are
you're
you
looking at
talking
it? To me, this is more like he's looking at like
Bro, what?
more towards Kakashi, and then this is to his left. But
Just
even if he's looking at
Kakashi.
it,
Nice.
even if he's looking at it, his method of attacking this dragon was to bite it. So I don't know if he's trying to gnaw through it. I don't know if he's trying to like rip it out of the ground and throw it somewhere. Like I don't even know if he cares that this was trying to touch his tail. Why did you randomly assume this just wraps around him and he can't do anything about it?
Hold on, look in the scan in chat. Do you honestly think he can't see the big ass fucking tail around him?
Yeah, I just said even if you think he can see it, and I gave 2 reasons why that doesn't matter. Want me to repeat it? I guess you were trying to screenshot this while I was talking.
Yeah, I was trying to screenshot while you were talking.
Okay, I don't know what Naruto's method of like getting rid of this dragon is. It could be to completely bite through the wood thing. And I don't even know how these wood dragons are. Like if you bite off the head, do they cease functionality? I don't fucking know. I don't know if Naruto wants to just bite all the way through it. I don't know if he wants to grab it with his mouth and then like yank it out of Madara's control and like throw it somewhere. I have no clue what this nigga's plan is. So why are you saying it wrapping around his tail is like it doing something Naruto can't stop and that he's just not caring about it because he already bit it? All right, Bubbles.
Okay. Check chat real quick. So you're talking about the chakra being absorbed. I'll respond to that. You said that earlier. The only notice we actually see of any chakra being absorbed is literally after they've been fighting for a good bit. So I don't know why that argument works at all.
What are you talking about?
When you're talking about the absorption of chakra. Well, yeah, you can stop the rec. Do you want me to like stop talking until I don't know something or whatever?
But just wrap it up. Hurry up, dude. What more do you want to say to me? What?
Yeah, okay, so I was talking about the absorption of chakra to say that like Naruto was nerfed or whatever. So we literally don't even get any signs that the chakra is like nerfing him. Not the chakra is nerfing him, sorry, because he's lost chakra. Even though that is involved with what I'm saying. I'm saying like we don't get a notice of this until a good bit after they've been fighting. So you claiming that he's nerfed beforehand doesn't really make any sense. It's a possibility, yeah, but it's unlikely.
I'm telling you that we know the wood dragons absorb chakra. So yeah, Guy notices it here.
Can he absorb it instantly?
Guy's a dumbass.
Because the whole claim is, does he absorb it at the beginning? Because that's what you're claiming is causing the nerfs, and that's why he's underperforming.
Well, yeah, the wood dragons are stated to absorb Nine-Tails chakra when they make contact.
Yeah, instantly or after an interval of time.
Here, you want to scan?
Sure, grab a scan.
I don't know why you're confused.
It's like impossible to prove that it's instantly just absorbing the chakra. Like, okay. Also, even if it did absorb it instantly, I don't even know how you're going to prove that it relevantly affected it until this moment.
That would be your burden.
Nice burden flip. Okay, man. Good job.
Well, no, because like I said, I can get you a scan, but if it is the case that it suppresses instantly or just upon contact, it could take enough chakra from Naruto within some seconds to affect his battle prowess, or it could not. That would be your burden to prove that it doesn't, because you're trying to scale this to full power Naruto.
To that. Did you hear my response?
Yeah, I know, Lip. What you say?
Yeah, no, I give a response to that, though. My response was like, this is possible, sure, but given the fact that we don't actually get like a visual sign or like the dialogue that comes from my guy here, where he says that it's absorbing the chakra to begin with in this given moment.
I couldn't hear part of that. Can you start over?
Okay, there's no signs before this Mike guy statement details is getting nerfed or getting nerfed to a relevant degree. So given that, I think it's unlikely that it is getting nerfed.
Okay. So that all is dead as an argument from ignorance.
We said
Especially-
earlier. Do you want to base it off of the stuff we said earlier? Because this was the exact same dispute we had at the beginning with the kunai and the ocean shit.
Yep. Well, I'm going to first explain why that's relevant. Because you said it's stated here when it's absorbing chakra, or when it has absorbed enough for it to be affecting Naruto to the point where he might not be at full power. And because it's not stated earlier, then it's just likely not. That's an argument for ignorance, because all you're saying is this thing isn't present here, so it likely isn't, but it's present elsewhere. And then, yeah, I gave you my definition of argument for ignorance and all of that shit earlier. So you want to end it there?
Let's just base it off of what we said prior. Yeah. If there's anything else you think I need to respond to, I don't think there is. If there is, tell me. I think you said there was 2 things that you said were like an issue with like the arms and shit being like restrained and everything. I think we should talk about that maybe actually.
I gave everything for the arms. You want to end the debate? I don't need to give a conclusion. Can you not as well?
Yeah, I don't want to give a conclusion. A conclusion would take forever. But hold on.
Okay, are we done?
Hold on though. Swear Shaad sounds like 6 minutes. Yo, but even people are telling me that you sound like 6. I said this earlier too, by the way. I'm about to conclude in a second. I just want to check something. Don't worry. I will judge this recording. Nice. Okay. I just want to understand real quick what you said earlier about the arms being nerfed, like why it's relevant. Because I didn't really get the idea that it was relevant. Could you explain why it's relevant?
Nope. I'm ready to end the debate. Go back and record.
Prove it's relevant. Otherwise, that thing just is dismissed, and I'll dismiss that.
Okay, that's not how debates work, but cool. Think what you want.
Justify that.
2 people are having a conversation. It's up to the 2 people who are speaking to one another to decide when they believe they're understood. Because the other person could just forever say, "No, I don't get you," and then what? The other person just has to keep saying the same thing a million times, or they lose. That doesn't make any sense.
No,
I decide when I
obviously,
believe
it must
I've
be done
expressed
within
myself to the best of my
reasonability.
capability. I explained it earlier. If you didn't understand, I deadass can't force it in your brain any better.
Well, nobody's saying that you have to repeat it an infinite amount of times. I'm not even saying that you
Well,
said that.
I'm telling you,
but I'm saying
that was my
specifically.
justification for what I said.
Yeah,
But
I don't.
You acted like I was wrong.
Yeah, there really isn't any way specifically to, without an arbitrary like judgment criteria, to determine what a specific person meant by a specific response, besides you just appealing
Okay,
to
cool.
whatever
I don't want to
random
talk to you
intuitive
anymore,
bias you
dude.
have.
Can we end the
Okay, that's
debate?
fine. I'm in the middle of a debate. Don't agree to debate me if you don't want to do this shit. The fuck? You agreed to debate me, so this is literally just how it's gonna work.
Nigga, you think you won every point. How could you possibly still want to talk?
Nobody
Like,
said that.
you
I
see-
thought
you
I
see how
won
somebody
every
act-
point, but regardless of that, yeah, there's no way to
you
without
won
an
all the main
arbitrary
ones?
Sorry, what?
You think you won all the relevant points?
Maybe. That's why I said I don't understand if your point is relevant. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking you to prove it's relevant. That's the only thing that we're like talking about that I'm not 100% sure on.
Well, I told you I'm not gonna repeat it. I don't know what you want me to do, bro.
Well, I mean that's fine. If there's just no way for a judge to, judge that specific thing and determine that there was like a mistrack or some specific thing which was like adequately responded to,
Bro,
without
literally
an
have the
arbitrary
ability to hear me
metric,
say it
then I
infinite
just think
times.
without you explicitly saying why it is relevant, then I just think that that thing is just going to be dismissed, and it's basically the equivalent of halting the debate's progression and or conclusion from occurring.
Okay, cool. You want to hear it again? Rewind your recording, or get on a different YouTube account, pull up your own stream, and just tap the screen a couple times. It'll take you back. That's all you got to do.
You know what? Sure, let's do that.
Are we done? Cool. Or whatever. Attacking this dragon was divided. So I don't know. See it? You remember when we went over the Sage Mode point? What? So you looking at it? To me, this is more like he's looking. Anyways, Rock, Skelly, appreciate y'all for coming through. Cloudy, my dog, of course. Love you, man. Fuck with y'all niggas later. Attacking this dragon was divided. So I don't know if he's trying to know it. I don't know if he's trying to like rip it out of the ground.
Yeah, that was easy clap. That was the zero def type shit.
Guy left the VC, BOR. Anyways, I saw what he said. I actually just checked. Yeah, what he literally said was that I don't know if the Ninetales even fucking cared that the wood dragon wrapped around it. Like, okay, nice argument. Like, wow, it's gonna wrap around you and maybe restrict your movements, but we're not gonna kill about that.
Is, by the way. But bro, the Ninetales knows what a wood dragon is. It's seen it before.
It's like retarded, bro. Anyways, debate's over, guys. Nice debate.
You know, Rashad doesn't know how burdens work. Like, he actually just doesn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna check one more thing before I like dip. I might restart the recording actually because I just want to make sure I responded to this other thing. Because I'm just gonna say the response anyways, just in case, because someone's gonna judge the rec and everything. So I just want to make sure people see it. This is a long ass debate though. It's 2 hours, longer than most of my debates.
Yeah, let's try to keep it under 1 hour, guys.
I mean, like, can you prove that Hashirama has any like ceiling, like anti-ceiling juices?
Yeah, like why can he resist ceiling, bro? Like, that's so fucking retarded, dude. I don't even know why the 8 like handed seal even works on humans. Like dead ass. I don't know why it works on people.
Or what? Like he proved Minato's faster. That means he wins, bro. Like Haram. Like why didn't you just say like, oh, I can prove that Hashirama is better Sage Jutsu, so I just like win. Like what does that even mean? But yeah, bro. If I win the speed point, I just like win the debate and like the ceiling. Like he can seal something that's not Hashirama and doesn't provably scale to Hashirama.
Dick ride.
Yeah, Haram just got like knowledge cliff. That like, I just have no idea like any burden or like what a burden is.
I did ask, what the fuck was Shaad talking about when he said that the Kage discussed battle plans? When the fuck did that happen?
It's literally only in the game. That's literally only in the game, by the way, where they talk.
But that shit never happened.
If you want to include game scaling, like Hashirama like loses to EMS Sasuke and Tobirama.
Yeah, it's like Tobirama, like fucking Tobirama, Hashirama, and here's all those EMS Sasuke. Suigetsu, and then somebody else.
Specifically to Suigetsu.
He does? I didn't even.
Damn, man, like I guess fucking like Orochimaru has brain damage.
Orochimaru is also cracked.
It's like, the same day.
like fighting Suigetsu. Like Suigetsu like scared him and shit, and then he's fighting EMS Sasuke in like a fucking.
He was in Sage mode, by the way. Like he popped Sage mode during that fight.
Yeah, they used the Wugo scene. That it was like, dude.
Yeah, bro. Like
I told y'all EMS Sasuke underrated, bro. I told y'all like.
Did he even use Amaterasu in the entire fight, bro? Like I was
no,
he
was holding back, bro. He's holding back.
He didn't use Madara. Yeah, that's like so stupid. I don't know. Like if you want to commit to game scaling, it's like, yeah.
Like, bro, if Madara's fire style can burn the wood, like Amaterasu is like annihilating that shit.
He like tried to cover himself with wood, and Sasuke like broke it open with the Susanoo.
I'm pretty sure that jutsu has good scaling. That's like a statement for it. Like,
what the wood dome? It says it can like block the majestic attire Susanoo.
Like yeah, and then Sasuke's like EMS Sasuke's regular Susanoo just breaks it open. Yeah, bro.
I was low-key like considering like saying that EMS Sasuke was holding back the entire time he was fighting against Jubito, like to just combo with Naruto. Like, he just held back the whole.
What about like the unstable one that gets like shit on? Do you think he's like holding back?
Unstable Jubito is just cracked, bro. Like unstable Jubito is just like insane.
I forgot about that feat, bro. It's like I was off that.
Unstable Jubito like might like press Jubidar, bro. Like
yeah, it's like blitzing EMS, but it's like saying
that's a pretty good feat. Like blitzing like a KCM2 level character is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
KCM2 or above.
Bro, when they started talking about the wood dragon, which Shaad was like, the wood dragon can like nerfs fucking Naruto's prowess as a ninja. I was like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
yeah,
holy
bro.
fuck.
Yeah, not railing speed, guys. They're just charging at each other in the same panel.
Like, yeah, bro, they're not real. I'm like, okay, so like, if you're not even rolling speed, like, why does it just get like one shot? Like, it doesn't like, why does it go around him like?
Why did he even start? Yeah, why did he even engage with it if he can blitz it? Why don't you just fucking like jump over it? Like,
he could just like step. He could fucking slam on it. He'd like step on it. Like it wouldn't even fucking if he could like bite it. Like side, like do something, bro. Like it literally. Because Shaad's interpretation of that panel is that he thinks there's multiple dragons that came from the ground. I'm like, bro, this nigga has zero reading comprehension. It's like there's only one.
The dragon's just coming out of the ground.
It came from like the ground because it's like way. It's not as tall as the fucking Ninetales, but
it's coming out of the ground. Like he's
like, bro.
He summons it out of the earth. Like,
oh my god. Hey, he's just like a retard.
All these panels, brother.
This happened.
Dumbass.
Like I think this is true, bro. So you have to prove like my opinion wrong.
Yeah, bro.
I'll fucking burn the door.
Minato has sealing, so that he's gonna seal Hashirama unless you can prove he resists it. Like I guess, bro. Like.
Did you get to AP, bro? Like, oh, you didn't even. Oh, I guess. Oh, you talking about sealing? Okay.
Yeah, bro.
That's what he did.
Again, I don't know why the 8-handed seal even works on humans. Like, I don't know why that shit works on people. But
Haram, you should have just asked him on why Hokage Minato is stronger than Jonin. So you should ask him. But
yeah,
I wonder what he would have responded to when he said that.
Yeah, you can just like ask him that, and then in the 4th data book, which like. There's only a singular like picture of Jonin Minato, and the rest is Hokage Minato. They literally call him the Yellow Flash, like in his title card.
What if he got weaker, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
the only way you can say he got stronger is if he used the games, because I'm pretty sure in the games he fought like he literally like trains, but he gets to the Hokage position by beating all the Sanin besides Orochimaru, I think. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how. I'm fine. Like, it could be Jonin Minato. I don't think just put Jonin Minato on the tier list. I just don't even. So I don't even put him on the list. Like, he's at the bottom. He's at unscalable.
By the way, this wood dragon rapes the Biju avatar. It like fucking zero.
Yeah, like, I know.
I don't even think like he's biting it, and we don't see any damage.
You should have asked him. I'm like, okay, you should have used his own logic. If he thinks the wood dragon is even real to Naruto, and it can literally like it can get into like his blind spots. Like why can Minato resist it? Like what is he gonna if you can be a blitz tier faster or something and still get tagged by it from his standpoint, how do you even deal with the dragon?
I think Serenity did say that. They're like well, Minato's just gonna have the same issues. And Minato has stage mode. Like,
what is that going? He has stage mode for 1 second, my nigga. Literally, like one panel. Like
that's like people are like, bro, like stage mode Minato like tanked the Jubidara kick. It's like, yeah, bro, Minato's invincible for 1 second. Like,
it's like his infinite durability for 1 second. It only takes one attack. Oh my god. I didn't even know. Say you should have asked someone why did Minato learn stage mode as a Hokage? Like, what if he learned it as like in like the dead realm? And then they go,
oh wait, that's good.
He's not quite sure because he only used stage as an Edo. That would have been funny as shit. I wonder if he was funny.
Prove Orochimaru didn't teach him stage mode then and there when he brought him back.
Yeah, prove that he did it like when he ran to the battlefield. He didn't run to Mount Miyaboku to like learn stage, like chained all over there. Like, hey, I gotta learn this shit real quick. He like.
Yeah, that's what he did. He flying Raijins to like the old Toad, like learned it and then came back. Like that's what happened. He's a prodigy genius, so it's okay.
He could have like sprinted across like the whole world, just like placed that kunai, like for no reason.
Yeah, bro, Minato definitely like perception blitzed all the like he got there, did like 20 actions before they showed up, and then like is still below case like fucking Kakashi, like winning KCM. Like, definitely, bro.
No, like, Tobirama, who's stated to be faster than Hashirama, like, arrives there at literally the exact same time, so he held back, but, like, Hashirama, like, can't hold back for, like, no reason.
Yeah, type shit. Also, deadass, I don't know if Minato can teleport, like, 4 people at the same time. Like, I don't even think that's rad. Like, when he, like, teleported the, like, 1,000 people, they were all connected by Ninetales cloaks. Like, did he just teleport the cloaks? And they're attached to the people, or did he like teleport the people? Like, I don't really know how that shit works.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Serena, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. What do you mean?